Let's hope that we are good to go. Let's hope that we are good to go. HOTTOGO. You can't take me hard to go. Golden is thy name, right off the bat. Thank you for the resub with Prime, buddy. Welcome in, my brethren, my friends, my darlings. It has been an entire, well, it's been less than an entire 24 hours since we have less convened here. Let us pray. Our Father, who art Shawn Michaels, what dost thou cook for NXT tonight? May we have plenty of ass kicking. May we have all the surprises. And may CM Punk bring ice cream bars to us all. Amen. Hey guys, what's going on? How are we doing? I just spent the last however many fucking hours editing a vlog for TwitchCon. I know it's a little late, but I've been so damn busy. So if you happen to be over on YouTube, please make sure that you go and like that video, watch it later, subscribe to me. If you're over on, my bangs are being weird. If you're over on Twitch, make sure you hit !YouTube, go to my YouTube page, subscribe if you are not, like that video, or save it for later. I need all the help that I can get. You're 10 minutes into the vlog. Thank you. I did it all by myself. I was this close to hiring an editor today. It was this close. I don't know. I can't justify the money. Like, I don't know. I have a very, very good price from somebody. It's just, I have a very hard time giving up that control. Did I see Uncle Howdy during the Sami Zayn interview on Raw last night? Are we sure that was Sami Zayn? Did we not? Because someone said that was Seth Rollins, and I kind of believe them. Oh, yes, that's right. We are still collecting donations for the Hurricane Relief Fund. All of the money that I am collecting, I'm going to be giving to Cash Wheeler. So that Cash Wheeler, who is a native North Carolinian, I don't know what they are. Are they North?
From desktop 9,
Oops.
53.
We don't want to, Alexa, we don't want to be playing from the desktop. Hang on. I remember my first day. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, and there's another thing I'm forgetting too. One more thing. Anyway, yes. All the money that I am collecting, I will be giving to Cash Wheeler. Basically, that's the main thing you need to know. That's the most important thing. Give what you can. If not, go ahead and share it. I think we were just under 600. I upped the goal to 1,000. Wheezy, will Axiom be able to stop fighting crime long enough to successfully defend the tag team titles? If you have not seen the video of Grayson Waller pretending to be Nathan Frazier with Axiom as the Red Power Ranger, feeding right into it, I fucking love it. It's incredible. It's so good. Ugh, I almost take back every bad thing I've ever said about the man. Like, it was that good for me. North Carolinian, thank you. You watch the vlog later? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I worked very hard on it. What about if we're on Facebook? Then you need to go to YouTube. What do you mean? How would you be on Facebook? Who uses Facebook? What am I doing? Oh, there it is. Perfect. Perfect. All right. There we go. What is this woman cooking? What the fuck? I literally never watched the CW. I have no idea what the CW is showing anymore. Like, what shows are on CW? Does anybody know? Because I sure as hell don't. Uncle Donk, thank you for that super chat. Hey, Weezy and friends, looks like every wrestling content creator on YouTube is doing a watch along. Yeah, it's kind of a thing now. Yeah, it's kind of a real regular thing that everybody does. So that's why I've been trying to make that not the only thing I do for a long time. And I will finally have time here in a couple weeks. Smooth Pepsi Cola, thank you for the resub. Happy 3 months. D Lopez 7377, thank you for the resub. Happy 13 months. Manitoba Burbs, thank you for that shout out as always. True Crime News, they stopped all the basic TV programs last year. So is there nothing on this channel? Like, why does it exist? Well, I'm sorry. Now there's not nothing because we have NXT. Did you see the pic I posted on X of you? No, I did not. Someone asked, why are women so confusing? In what way? We're very complicated beings. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the biggest thing that makes us confusing is that we think a lot. Like, we're a lot more complex brained. There's a lot of different avenues of our thought process. We have a lot of emotions. We have a lot of feelings. We feel very deeply. And I think for the most part, most men probably don't. And so that makes us very confusing. And not only that, a lot of the time we don't want to share those complicated thoughts and feelings because we know that you're not going to understand. And so we'll just not do it. And then it just causes this problem because we want you to understand, but you're not going to understand. I've been around a while. Michael Quinones, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Do the Motor City Machine Guns debut tonight? It's a big possibility because they did sign. Yes, we did have that confirmed. Right. We did. Yes. Buzz Mongol, thank you for contributing to the Hurricane Fund, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. I was really locked into TikTok last night. TikToks of the disaster going on down there. And it really puts it into perspective. Watch party tonight? Yeah, when the show starts. It ain't start yet, my guy, my dude. Get off my dick. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Please take a joke. Is it starting now? Oh shit, it is starting now. Hello. Look at him go. Why do I have captions on? There we go. Ooh, this song. What is this? Here it comes! With the theme song! I apologize for everything I ever said about you on TikTok when I was trying to get views. I didn't mean any of it. I really didn't. I just really wanted to make people mad. Chicago shows up. Chicago shows up and shows out. I will tell you that much. If you didn't know, now you do. See if I know anybody there. I wanted to go so bad, but I have to work tomorrow. You're only a couple hours from there? Yeah. I'm only like an hour 20. Sexy boy, I'm not your boy toy. What's up, Chef Sean? You should be wearing a chef hat, bud.
Welcome, boys and girls.
Hi, bud. It's got a podium. There's a podium out there.
On the CW network.
Is it a title?
And what
Oh shit, maybe it is. It looks like two.
right here in
It looks
the
like two.
windy city of Chicago.
Ooh, ooh.
Now you know we can't have a new NXT on a new network without new
What do we got?
championship title.
Oh, just completely different looks in general. Sorry, that was me.
Now, of course, our men and our women will make history tonight. So really, Chicago, I've just got one question for you. Are you ready?
Trips? Oh my god! Oh, I have goosebumps! Hi, old buddy, old pal. Oh. Oh. Why do I have feelings? Ah. What's up, dog? Of course Trips always gets massive pops.
No,
Of course he
Chicago!
does. What's up?
We said, are you ready?
That's so sweet. Look at them buds. Look at these buds. You live near Hershey and want to go to Halloween Havoc, but it's so expensive I can't afford it. Dude, most of us can't afford any of the shows anymore. It's honestly So disheartening. I really do hate it. We were just talking about that last night. You know, they kind of priced out the little people, you know?
Talk about starting the night with goosebumps. They're popping through my suit, and we're kicking things off.
Goosies!
NXT Women's Championship match.
Is this the main event? Is this the main event?
How we're kicking things off.
We're kicking off with the main event, Book.
CW.
I don't know.
The world, man.
And look, Booker, the wait is over.
Let's get this title, Julia. Okay, do we think this is happening? Am I going to the event in November in Grand Rapids? I'm gonna try to.
Challenger Julia.
I have a lot of events coming up. I'll be at Bound for Glory. I've got a couple football games to go into, so
With these two,
I just have a lot going on.
deliver in Philadelphia, and the moment is right here
So many punk shirts.
in Chicago.
So many punk shirts.
This is something that had to happen.
You thought this would be the main event?
Julia versus
Well,
San Perez tonight.
they want to kick off with a bang. Maybe they'll surprise. Maybe we're gonna get a real swerve here or something. I don't know. I do like Julia's hair. How much money was raised last night? $580. Will Meister, thank you for the $5 super chat. HBK said there would be surprises tonight. I'm counting some sort of Degeneration X reunion. What if we have fucking Billy Gunn? What if Billy Gunn shows up tonight?
Say to the locker room, what does it say for the world for these two women?
I would be very happy. I love Billy Gunn.
The CW
Glad the Lions won last night, but someone needs to teach Goff how to do a touchdown celebration. I don't know what that dance he did was. Leave Goff alone. He's white and we don't know how to dance, all right? You know I'm right.
This is all about, man.
You know that I'm right. I can say it because same. I can say it because same.
versus the Prodigy.
Because I can't dance either.
NXT Women's
Clearly,
Championship.
you have all seen that. X-Pac would be great too. I would love to see X-Pac as well.
Moments will go to our ring
I would.
Mike Rome.
Mike Rome!
Introductions of our opening matchup.
Hi, Mike. Welcome back.
The following contest scheduled for one fall. It's for
My hair is tall as ever.
Women's Championship.
There's a higher chance of Billy Corgan showing up than Billy Gunn. You never know.
Introducing
You never know.
the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, Julia.
Which I got to eat. This isn't eating stuff. This is tea. It's banana bread chai.
From Laredo, Texas, she is the
Scoop sucks.
NXT
Ooh, look at the.
Champion Roxanne Perez.
Get it, Rome. Rome, I like the suit, dog.
There you see Roxanne Perez holding the NXT
I
Women's
really like the
Championship.
suit. It's
When it's all
nice.
said and done,
I'm trying
Booker, as we
so hard
just
not to make a
learned,
mess.
For the CW launch,
Oh, I didn't get a close up.
there is a brand new
I like the
NXT
title.
Women's Championship. That'll be
I like
handed
the
out.
ones
NXT
before,
Women's
though.
title has changed hands on NXT
But it
TV
does look
6
nice.
times. The bell is sounded.
It
This
do
one's
look
official.
nice.
And look, when it comes to Julia, she has had her eye on the gold. She has had her eye on Roxanne Perez since Stand and Deliver.
Oh,
in
you
Philadelphia.
didn't
Look, I'll take it a
know?
step further. Roxanne Perez
Now.
reigns. Julia is here.
Yo,
because
ass
of
better
her
call somebody.
The world, especially in Japan.
You don't feel like they needed to replace the titles? I did not say that. I said that I liked the ones
It's gonna
before.
be a heavy test to take right there, 'cause Roxanne
I don't think there's an NXT title that I haven't liked. I usually like them better than the main roster ones.
Success, one-time world and wonder of stardom champion, strong women's champion in New Japan. So I'll take it a step further.
Are they on the
It's
shop
Julia,
already?
unlike anyone
Are they
else
up?
Roxanne Perez has faced as champion.
No doubt, she's different.
Yes, of course. Same. We're right. New belts do equal money. What is this reel that WWE posted of CM Punk in short shorts and a cowboy hat? What the fuck is going on?
Whoa.
Oh my god.
What a way to kick off tonight, NXT Women's Championship.
Goodbye, Rainbow Belt. I like the Rainbow Belt.
Tonight, of course, the NXT Championship will be defended.
Oh.
The special guest referee CM Punk is revving his
Whoa,
ball.
man.
And now shifting away to Roxanne Perez. One more time's a counter. Shoulders down. Roxanne shifts.
They're doing a lot of that lately.
Another near fall. This is awesome, and so will be Miz TV later on tonight.
We have Miz TV on NXT.
And Tony D'Angelo, but Julia in control at this moment, looking to become the 18th different woman to hold the NXT Women's Championship. But her opponent, the Prodigy,
one of 3 women to hold that title more than
You know, I
once.
like Julia a lot too. We have a very similar body type, and it's just very nice to see someone that's not like totally ripped but still fit. Makes me feel seen.
That didn't happen by osmosis. That didn't happen by accident. She is truly the product.
The arena is giving more third brand. But you know, I wonder if they'll be able to keep that up. I'm curious what kind of arenas they're going to. Does anybody know? Someone said no new NXT Women's Tag Team title belts.
Listen to this crowd. Oh no! Oh, the bad position.
Whoops.
Roxanne, she's got to move.
No. Honey, I understand this is the Allstate. I mean, moving forward. They're not just going to be in Chicago, right? They're traveling around.
Who is walking out tonight with the NXT Women's Championship?
I do like both of their hair. They do have a nice hair. Okay, I need to go. Oh, just 2 weeks are traveling and then they're back to the PC. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. Thank you. Hey, with the monkeys. People say we monkey you around. Did you give out your prediction already? My prediction for what? This match? I think probably Cora Jade shows up. I would imagine. But you know, I don't want I personally don't want Roxanne to be a heel anymore. That's just me personally. I think she would rock as a fucking face. I think it would be great. She has the voice for it. I always say, because, what is it? Katana Chance has the same thing, or is it Caden Carter? I don't know. I get them confused. But they have voices like bubblegum, you know? They look forward to rebrand the PC stage to have more space for people. They are redoing it. I did see that. That they were moving everything around. Cora will save Rox probably. What time will I start on Saturday? What time does the show start? 6? I think it starts at 6, right? Oh, see, and that was the thing too. Stephanie Vaquer, like we have that. That could be a possibility as well. Yes, correct. So I don't quite know what to expect. The more the heel run of Rox goes on, it's AJ Lee light so much. I'm with you there. You think Candice is winning the Speed Women's Championship? That was random. Oh, it's Katana. Okay, yeah, she the one with the currently has the dashing Cody Rhodes mask on. Yeah, that one. Someone said too many women. What do you mean? Never enough women. Never enough women. Are you kidding? Never enough. Cora Jade returns. Stephanie Vaquer, Ricky Starks. Oh, I would die if Ricky would get Ricky Starks. I love Ricky Starks. I really do. Is tomorrow? I saw someone kind of talking about it. Is tomorrow the 5-year anniversary of Dynamite? Never enough women, but not enough time for them all. Well, not enough time for everybody. That's Ricky Starks is under contract. Oh, my bad. I don't keep up with contract shit because I don't care. Like, I like to not, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I like to not know. I like not knowing whose contract expires when, because then it's just like it's just like a guessing game all the time, because I just don't know, you know? It makes it really nice. David of Night, thank you for cheering 5,000 bits. Evening Weezy, I came in your streams just as you were logging off. I dropped off 10,000 bits. Lions kicked ass. My test results came back negative. Hope JC shows up. Demon of 9, I'm so sorry. We missed you last night. You gave it a bad time. We just crossed paths. I'm so sorry. I'm glad that your test results came back negative. I don't remember what they were for. I hope that the negative is good. But thank you so very much. Victor824, thank you for the resub for 1 month. And we're back. It is the 5-year anniversary tomorrow. That gives me some nostalgia. Is Ray Fenix signed with WWE? No. I hate that I know that, but it's kind of hard to avoid, you know. You don't watch AEW? That's okay, I don't really either. But I used to, and I really loved it, and it was a really It was a really special time,
I mean, when you
like personally.
I mean, she had to have made believers out of all of us since day one. Two-time NXT Women's Champion.
Well, this week during media, it was Roxanne Perez who said she was looking forward to Julia's strong style, citing her confidence based off of past bouts with Meiko Satomura. But right now, Julia is knocking around the champion.
The referee, I mean, he's giving a little leeway right there, but I mean, he's going to have to do his damn job.
All the Joshis do have great gear. You hate how hard it is to avoid stuff like that if you want to be part of the community. It sucks. It really does.
Is that legal? Vic, is that legal?
Connor Caster, thank you for the resub. Anyway, I can watch NXT and your stream in sync. If you go to my Discord, yes.
Big shot. Julia, she's feeling it.
And listen to the NXT Universe. Perez tried to block, not once but twice. Finally gets hoisted up and then dropped. Will this be it? Have we just
No.
crowned a new champion?
Not yet.
And Perez getting that left shoulder up. Take another look. Innovative offense. Hammerlock. Suplex.
She's strong.
Julia showcasing a different
She's strong,
style that
strong.
maybe Roxanne Perez hasn't seen in recent memory.
Definitely a different kind of endurance from Julia. Definitely.
Man.
She's taking it to another level.
Hey,
here
hey,
tonight.
we're the
This
monkeys.
day,
People say we monkey around.
big shot.
To the other.
Woohoo.
And Julia just smirked.
Man, oh man.
And this is why Julia unloading, unleashing.
I don't think Roxanne want to get into this type of fight right here, Vic. Not her strong suit.
It's gonna happen, kids.
How did you view this matchup for Roxanne Perez? But Perez came out of the gates hot.
Oh.
She's been able to weather the storm.
That
and
was
now, at least in
a little
this
messy.
moment, has turned it around. Put her foot on the gas.
Oh, yes. That baby.
Is that Brock Lesnar guy?
Roxanne Perez on why there's no one that can touch her in the NXT locker room or anywhere else.
Let's text him. I'm gonna text him right now.
Coming to life, but what a boot.
What a shot, Vic.
What do you call that, in the mush?
Yes, I'm going to tell you right now, Roxanne was not expecting.
I see you. Hello.
Oh, no. Oh,
Woo! God damn.
And she held on with a bridge.
Nah.
Cover. Near fall. And rolling right through goes Julia, looking for another submission. Trying to wrap back that left arm. And now almost looking like she's trying to lock in the rings of Saturn.
beautiful, beautiful
Wait,
counter.
shifted. Wait a minute, that right shoulder up and was able just to sneak her way through. With
I'm tired
Julia.
just watching them.
Still
Oh my
right now
goodness.
in the forefront, rolled through though by Perez. The champion now trying to
The premiere did need this crowd. It was a good call.
time, and it's cinched in.
Oh.
Cinched in deep.
Talking about
No.
expertise right now. Taking it to another level is Roxanne Perez.
Perez doing such a good job of keeping her shoulders off the mat and also keeping in position between the challenger and the bottom rope. But wait a minute, broke free. Julia broke free.
Julia's crafty, Vic. Like I say, this is something
Oh, not the hair.
has never
Not the hair, not the hair.
seen before.
TF.
Oh, don't tap. Don't tap.
Perez quickly though realizing it's starting
She's
to
making it to the
fall,
rope.
getting her momentum all the way.
Man, what a
I really just want to turn around and get my tea kettle, but I don't want to miss anything.
Who's going to make that first mistake? Endurance is going to
I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss anything.
NXT Universe split.
I know. I think it really puts into perspective just like how passionate NXT fans are and how good NXT is.
Perez again counters, shoulders down, another near fall. Julia able to kick out and then bam, right to the midsection.
I talked about how he...
Pop rocks,
Whoa,
pop
whoa, whoa,
rocks.
so close.
Countered again.
So close.
Backslide this time, able to roll through the champion. Oh, there's that devastating knee.
She's out.
The beautiful
Oh,
madness
no.
has crowned
Oh,
herself.
wow.
Oh.
I will tell you though, you know how we have that one girl in NXT that's like a shrieker and that like is a siren the whole time? There's one, if you've ever watched TNA when they're in Chicago, there's one in Chicago as well. I'm really curious if she's there. She's so sweet, but god damn, she doesn't stop the whole match.
Kick with it. Oh, that's gonna be the chop. Pop rocks. Perez got pop rocks, trying to get into the cover. Oh, my.
She's been thinking about that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Just wants to happen. In case. Break glass. Just in case.
Do I think NXT will travel more?
From Perez.
They're smart because I think they're going to test the waters with it instead of just booking a full fucking tour. I don't know that they should do it full time.
What a way to kick off our CW launch. Julia!
Oh my God.
On the floor! But Julia's got to get Roxanne Perez back into the ring. She can't win the title on a countout. Booker Noah's moving.
Yeah, Julia's smart, though. I think she's taking her time right now. She knows she's got the upper hand right now. A little bit of an advantage.
Put it back in at 9.
Perez and Julia both just.
She's back out. She said, nah, dog.
Roxanne Perez rolling back outside to
Yours went to commercial?
It's like all the timeout. Trying to
It's what makes NXT different from Raw or SmackDown. The fact that they usually do their shows in an intimate setting like the PC. I don't disagree with you there. Roxanne, what? Uh-oh. There we go. Who's that?
Well, maybe she doesn't. Who the hell, Booker?
Got a rain jacket on? Who is this? Is it? I'm not even gonna say anything.
Julia just got laid out.
I know what I was thinking before, but I feel like I'm wrong.
The official
Is that Cora? I don't feel like that looks like Cora.
did not see what just happened. Perez
I
now
don't feel like that was Cora.
with a second pop rocks.
I'll admit if I'm wrong.
Perez is gonna slither away.
She won. Is that Cora's move, the double arm DDT? Oh, fuck. Well, shit. Well, I'm wrong. Oh. Wipe your chin, boo-boo. All right. I don't know. It just didn't look like her.
Cora Jade.
I don't know. I was confused.
Roxanne Perez, thanks to an old friend, retained
He's trying to tell her to wipe her chin.
championship.
There you have it.
Go back to some of the action throughout
Well, that was
this
wrong.
matchup. That was the first pop rocks, and you said it was live.
Lost your life savings.
Certainly was
So I don't know Cora Jade's move, so
this matchup. But right here, the officials
can I
did not see
admit that? I don't know Cora Jade's move. I wasn't watching NXT regularly during her rise. I started watching pretty much
to retain the
right around the time she got injured.
championship. And after what
I've been in and out with NXT over the last 5 years, if not longer. God, it's been longer than that. Fuck.
of our women's division.
Well, I felt like that could have gone either way, so
Well, what a way to kick off
I was
tonight.
kind of. Who dis?
Today, we certainly got ready for what's still to come in our main
Oh,
event.
Punk.
Because our special guest
He's home.
didn't have to travel far from home.
He's home, shaking hands and kissing babies. Kissing babies and shaking hands. Nice shirt.
For the championship, Trick Williams.
Nice shirt.
His emotions in check to come. A
Chad, I know that Notre Dame is off this weekend. I live here.
confident as ever. NXT
So are the Lions.
still to come in our main event. But in moments, a broken bond. Zachary Wentz and Wesley will end it all tonight.
In a street
And it's gonna
fight.
happen in a street fight next on NXT.
Someone said, oh fuck, that was a shock. Cora Jade is back. I love that that was a shock for you. I'm kind of jealous. I'm jealous because everyone, speculation didn't. I don't want to say it ruined it for me. It didn't ruin it for me. It's just I knew that that was a possibility. It was too early for Julia to lose. You mean it was too early for Julia to win? I'm confused. You get a weekend without having a heart attack? Dog, my heart needs it. Who's calling Roxanne Hogan? I would do no such thing. Is this good? Oh, look at. Such a good purchase. Oh, fuck, the strings went in the cup. God damn it. Yes, I bought a tea kettle for my office. I ain't got no kids. I do what I want. I buy whatever the fuck I want. This actually, it's like it's Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi as well, so I can like control it from my phone. So, were you stressing out after Raw watching the rest of the Lions game? Yes and no. Yes and no. I wasn't necessarily stressing, but I was excited. I got a Wi-Fi. What is that? Tea kettle. It is also a coffee pot when it needs to be. Yes. It has like 3 different modes. People didn't seem too excited to see Cora. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not super excited to see Cora, but I don't know a lot about Cora. I don't have an established relationship with Cora where I am like excited to see her. It's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, there's Cora. And moving on, you know. Nothing, you know, for me, there's nothing wrong with that. But that was kind of like the same with Julia showing up. I don't know anything about Julia. I don't have an established relationship with Julia, so, you know. It is what it is. Cora is Punk's other wrestling daughter. I know that. That's the only thing I know about her. I know that, and I know she dated Braun Breaker. Those are like the 2 things about her that I know. And unfortunately, one of the other things I know is that she had breast augmentation, because that's all Twitter would talk about for like the whole fucking week it happened. Demon of 9, thank you for gifting 5 subs, buddy. I appreciate ya. Thank you so much, Demon. Oh my god, I forgot to, you cheered 1,000 bits earlier, and I saw you say, sorry I keep missing streams. I am having bad stock crap. I don't know what bad stock crap is, but I do want to say, please don't ever apologize for missing a stream. Like, you don't ever have to apologize for really anything to me unless you're being an asshole, you know? Like, don't apologize. You don't have to apologize. We are out here living, doing things, living life, you know? You ain't gotta apologize. Don't do that. May you recommend Cora versus Roxanne at Halloween Havoc 2022? When I get my Patreon up and running, we're gonna have a little match club thing where I will watch a lot of matches. We're gonna catch up on a lot of shit. I'm excited. Once I have the time to do it. Why do I have a feeling that Drew McIntyre will show up at NXT to beat up CM Punk? It's a good feeling. You're smart, because that absolutely could happen. It absolutely could happen. My kitty is so cute. She's not in here, is she? You can't see her, right? No, she ain't in here nowhere. But my cat is cute, yes. She's a good girl. I'm sorry, Wheezy. I went and got a drink from the... Brian, shut up. Brian. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing, dog? Roni, so for those that don't know, Braun tore his groin last night. That's why he ran slow and funny towards Reed to knock him into the chairs. Fuck. And I pointed that out, too. God damn it. Ow. Pulling your groin would suck. Cora isn't ready to go solo, I think. Wish she spent more time on NXT. She's in an NXT right now. What do you mean? I'm sorry, Wheezy. Pierce is on Tom Grossi right now. Fuck, I know. I heard. I saw. I can get Pierce on Shooting the Wheeze. I could do it. Do you want to see that? We could do that. Would you want to do that? That's something you're interested in? I don't know why I'm doing this. We would love to see you two shoot the Wheeze.
Well, this is a great way to
Oh.
go for a title match next week, right?
A-Town Down Under are about as annoying in real life as they are on this game. Dropping us last week. Ain't gonna happen in St. Louis, pal.
If you haven't seen the video of Grayson Waller making fun of them,
What, in the game or in real life?
cannot lie.
Both. Both? Yeah, listen, we just won these titles back. I don't want to lose them again.
Yeah, neither do I, amigo.
Then don't be a hothead.
I kind of want them to lose. I kind of want them to lose. Yep, I kind of want it.
That was kind of my point, wasn't it?
Alright. You may have a point there, amigo. Another game?
I love that he's in casual attire and still just has the mask on.
Completely understand the lot on your mind.
What the-
I don't want to sell it bad blood coming up on Saturday, but I really need a definitive winner with Trick and Ethan tonight.
Right down the middle. I promise you, I've spoken to both men. The winner of this match is going to deserve to be called NXT champion.
Okay, perfect. I
Well,
appreciate
well,
that.
well. This is the best in the world. Hey, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Give you some advice. You know yourself.
Good luck.
Is that a Chicago style? Well, I am
The
a star.
barber,
I'm in Chicago.
the barber
I respect
works
it.
wonders.
What can I do?
What are we doing?
And thank you, by the way, but I'm really trying to not be like him, okay? I'm trying to be a better man. I'm trying to do this the right way, and last week I had a chance to be the better man against Oro Mensa. But I also had the chance to win. Would have had to bend the rules a little bit, but I decided against it, and I lost the match.
I saw what Oro did to you. He pulled a fast one on you. So it
Right.
sounds like, inside you, it's two wolves. You got to figure out which one you want to listen to. You're either going to win at all costs, or you're going to fight against the genes you were born with.
Thank you.
Oh, they're bringing it up, man.
Appreciate it, Lex.
No problem.
You see how much
Someone said Lex has shitty comic villain hair. No, no, no. His hair is actually very nice. Whoever does his hair color does a fucking good job. I do hair. But the enhancements of the beard just fucking kill me.
Because it ends tonight. The brotherhood is over. The bond has been broken between Zach
The greatest beard in wrestling. Stop. Stop it right now.
Wesley, Zachary Wentz, former partners, brothers.
The two of you,
I applaud them for this one. This has been a good feud.
MSK was one of the greatest tag teams in NXT history. We all wanted to have a legacy that lived beyond all of our years. But it was
I'm not really digging this tea very much.
achieved that greatness.
Not really digging it.
One that kept everything together. I am tired of taking care of you.
They're not seriously trying to turn him face.
Just not on
I don't know.
the same level. You're willing to away 9 years because you think you're some huge star? I used to wish for your success. But now because of everything that you've done, I am going to make sure that you fail.
This is personal.
Oh my god. Like Wes letting Zack stay in his house when he went through his divorce right after he got fired from WWE.
For the brother that I have right here.
This tea is ass. I don't like it.
Wes,
I don't like it.
A little higher.
I had really
You
high
jumped your
hopes
brother
for
in
it.
the parking lot because you're a little. But he's about to watch me beat the out of you.
hey Zach, see it started with you and I.
Bad tea is so sad. I'm about to like. Well, I have this whole full mug. But I have my good tea in here too. I'd rather just drink my good tea. I did have high hopes for a living. Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Gotta have high hopes.
Both agree on one thing. It ends tonight. Lee and Wentz.
It ends tonight. How are you all getting CW on YouTube TV? I don't know why you're not. Okay, I actually really can't stomach. I don't fucking want this tea. I'm gonna go dump it so that I can make the tea that I want. Okay, okay, cool. Mandel. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. It feels so good in my hood tonight. Connor, go to my Discord, find Watch Party. You have to be subscribed to me. Actually, I don't think you do anymore. Just go find Watch Party on my Discord. Damn it, Connor! You got basic cable, not YouTube TV, and I can also... Yeah, CW is just like a can't you just get it? Doesn't everybody get CW? I think bro's just confused. It's alright. I think bro's just confused. It's alright. I'm confused too. If you were from where I'm from, all the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. My CW is network TV. Everyone should have access to it. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But I don't know. In Chicago, it's on WGN 9. I don't know what it is here. Not sure. Here in St. Louis, they are showing the news and not NXT. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys. Is there multiple CW stations? Like, I don't know, guys. I had zero issue. I just typed. I have YouTube TV. I typed in CW, and there it was. I don't know. Kevin drank tequila last night. Yeah, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Bro shouldn't be drinking. Bro should not be drinking. Sling doesn't have CW. That doesn't surprise me because Sling didn't even have Fox in certain areas. Like when I had CW, I couldn't, or not, Jesus. When I had Sling, I couldn't get Fox. You're correct about the Chicago market. We're talking to me? Not saying it's your fault. This is all on the local stations. I know you're not. I'm just reiterating. Only way I can watch is stream tomorrow on CW app. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder why. That's so weird. How old is Kevin? I don't know. I should probably get my tea bag ready. 2 Chainz. Y'all know about 2 Chainz. Oh, hello. Why don't I have audio? Oh. Why do I still not have audio?
I'm taking the lead tonight. That ain't happening. That is not happening. Okay, you need me. No, you need me. No. You need me. You need me. No, you need me. Jada. You guys need each other.
Can't we all just get along?
I'm gonna go handle Fatal Influence and you just... No, I'm gonna handle Fatal Influence. I literally just told you that. Jada, get it back. Goodness gracious.
Good thing I have a backup plan.
Tag team matchup still to come here on NXT.
Give it a week and NXT will be in St. Louis. Yes, they will. How's Gigi doing? Do we know? Do we know how Gigi's doing? Another hip hop theme with Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz. With bigger tits and a bigger ass. No lie. Whoa! And the bell. Let's. Pretty sure Gigi is cleared. Someone says she's cleared. Someone says she's recovering. The world may never know.
Something you typically try to hide, that sort of emotion. I mean, these
no lie.
In this matchup, matchup to end things once and for all.
I think there's a lot of things were said between these two that you really can't take back, Vic. That right there, it takes it to another level when you start bringing family into it. Oh,
Got family.
baby. Is he gonna do it?
Not the shopping cart.
Are you willing to go?
You never got into 2 Chainz.
A wave of emotions when you face a
2
former partner.
Chainz.
One thing that we can agree on, and we're seeing it firsthand. Neither of these men are going to have
You can spot a Walmart shopping cart from anywhere. They stole that. That's a Chicago cart. Someone was tasked with going to steal that from a local Walmart.
The CW trending #1 because of the non-stop action that we've had since we kicked off tonight, including this street fight. And Zachary Wentz
Booker said he hates these type of matches, yet he had a grocery match at a grocery store. That's why he hates them. It's PTSD. Is that plywood?
wrestler said the betrayal
Or drywall?
than any loss or injury, and you gotta wonder now.
He fucked up his hand.
What's going through his mind as he just got bounced
I just said,
by
how
Wesley.
far are you willing to go? Wesley just answered.
It's called a buggy. Listen, I'm not in the South, okay? I've got twang, but I've got Midwest twang, all right? It's a shopping cart.
In him, and in the right conditions, it certainly has
Well,
grown.
like I say, Vic, I mean, it has to be something more than what we know. These guys been traveling together for a long time. So
I deadass
what
want
is
to pull.
it? We're
I
gonna
want to
find
pull
out
that.
one day, but tonight, we in a street fight, dog.
NXT, our premiere here on the CW live in Chicago, of course, next week. Not only Monday Night Raw, but CW coming to you live from St. Louis. As this
Are there any other names for a shopping cart besides shopping cart and buggy?
preparing for his main event against Trick Williams, of course.
Okay, I made a poll. I know I haven't done that in forever, but I really want to know. I want to know what you think.
But right now, swinging the bat better than the White Sox is Wesley.
The Real AF2 and King of Mad Props, thank you so much for donating to the Hurricane Relief Fund. The Real AF2 said, went to school at Appalachia State in Boone, North Carolina, been to Asheville. Prayers to all those affected. That's so nice. Thank you so very much. That got us up to 625. Thank you, guys.
He saw his partner, Trey Miguel, get assaulted. Lee feels justified for his actions due to what Miguel did at No Mercy. And for Zachary Wentz, he is going to lay it on the line tonight. He is willing to destroy himself to destroy his former best friend.
I wonder about this matchup. These guys are going to get in here and see something different in each other. Perhaps try to make up, but no. Here we go.
And the referee there only to count the 3. Or here's someone.
Marcos, I do know that Adam Pierce is on Tom Grossi's stream. I just can't get there because I'm doing this at the moment. I'll check in on it here in a sec.
Wesley, not Trey Miguel.
If I can.
You can see the wheels turning in this kid's head. Seriously.
Zachary went right back on top of Lee. Lee right now almost just trying to hang on.
Bunch of damn Yankees. Why don't you tell the Yankees? Because everyone up here acts like they're not from the North.
Who's gonna survive this street fight?
I don't know. I can't tell. I will reiterate what I said yesterday. Good vibes to anyone affected by the hurricane. Brian, what did you say? Shopping cart here in North Carolina. Brian, were your parents affected? What? People call carts baskets, but it's not a basket to me. Someone was talking about like the handheld baskets. And they took them away from my grocery stores. Like half the grocery stores don't have those anymore. Like we can't be trusted. We just don't have them. Why are Americans called Yankees? Not all of us are. Not all of us. I think this is hot enough. It better be. This was such a good purchase. I am so happy with my purchase. Ooh, it's weird you live in a state called North Carolina, yet it's redneck country. Isn't everywhere redneck country anymore? Because we are Yankees. What's a Yankee? Like, what's the definition of a Yankee? Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Aren't Yankees like a term for Northeasters? So I'm not gonna lie to you. I know the term Yankee from the movie Sweet Home Alabama because they were from Alabama and they're from the South and they did like Civil War reenactments, and if you were from the North, if you were in the Union, you were a Yankee. Brian says, I had a tornado here in Rocky Mount and almost flooding my house. Yard looked like a river running through it. Dad and brothers live in Asheville. Oh my God. And luckily one had the power out, which they fixed. Just water and food are needed, and FEMA helped with that today for them. Okay, good. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Dion, let's go. Thank you for the $10 super chat. How do I give money to hurricane relief? Also, let's enjoy what we have now because of events today. I think World War III is coming. Okay, so I'm gonna real quick. So we've gotten a little lax just because of hurricane stuff. We can totally talk about hurricane stuff because we are funding for it. I am going to ask, just for the sake of one, my sanity and just the vibe of the stream and the chat. We're literally watching professional wrestling. Not talking about world events. I know that feels like putting blinders on, but I don't know what's happening right now. I honestly don't want to know what's happening, and I think we should just not. So I'm gonna put that out there. No one wants to talk about that. What's that what we're here for? We're here to drink tea and watch CM Punk give us ice cream bars, because that is the control that I can have in the world right now. That is what I'm capable of. I will put the hurricane relief link on YouTube, though. I completely forgot to do that. My bad. I just have to remember how to do that. There it is. Found it. The Zoo NXT belts are already on WWE Shop. When we first looked, they weren't, so now they must be. Yes, let's watch wrestling. I think we're usually pretty all in agreement with that. So I think we're all in agreement with that. We're usually all on the same page. We're always like, ooh, let's not.
We talked about who was going to be crazy enough to do whatever it took. It's going to be Zachary Woods.
Oh, man. Going all out, man. Going all out.
These two said it would end tonight.
When darkness turns to light, it ends tonight.
Wesley just able to kick out in another look. Willing to risk it all. Bam! And
Cool.
this happened during the break. And we knew these two would do whatever was going to need to be done. I mean, that was just a gnarly landing for Zachary Wentz, who somehow...
Okay, focus back in.
You told me before, adrenaline will make a man do crazy things.
The thing is, you wonder
Cyprofen,
what
good.
they're fighting for, Vic. What are they fighting for? It's not pride or anything like that. It's not ego. What are they fighting for?
They're fighting because
Ego.
Wesley was bitter. Those are Zachary Wentz.
NXT already has an ego.
Maybe feeling left behind. You know, maybe feeling unwanted. Maybe that's it as well.
Fucking
Vic.
hell.
Wesley, who turned his back on his best friend, on his brother, and just and got dropped ribs first, right on that steel chair.
Going all out. That was done with intent, Vic.
Dan, thanks for the super chat. It's okay, buddy. Did Brock Lesnar guy text me back? Great question. Probably not. No, he didn't even open it.
We knew these two were going to go to great lengths.
Will Meister, thank you for donating to the Hurricane Relief Fund, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you for always being here, showing up, showing out.
That's for Trey Miguel. That's for everything Wesley said last week.
This is for the time that you made me pee my pants. Sorry. It's the first thing that came to mind.
And this is for everything that Wesley has put Zachary Wentz through for the last several months. Double stop through the
Much better.
onto the back
Much
of the
better,
net.
much better.
And Wentz isn't done. We talked about what he would be conjuring up all week. Evil thoughts. aren't dreams anymore. They're a reality. And those dreams could become Wesley's nightmares.
And they're just waiting. Oh, God.
Is it finally over?
No.
For the MS?
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't know. I mean, take another look. I mean, I thought that was the end of the Rascals. I thought that was the end of MSK. This issue is going to be put to rest.
How could the ref see shoulders through the can? That's a good point.
Chicago is on fire. This, the premiere on the CW for NXT, and Zachary Wentz.
You like my ghost cup? Thank you. I do too.
Looking for the
Oh my God. Ah. Yeah.
on the face of Wesley.
Oh, we gotta watch it again. Great.
Zachary Wentz.
Oh my God. God, did he hit the table at all? Oh my fucking God.
Can you go? Wesley is willing to go there here tonight.
Oh.
Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes of Wesley.
Oh my God.
Double stop to the spine.
Done.
Onto the
Yeah.
chair. And a kick out.
What?
It's not done yet.
Sir.
There is still fight in that rascal.
Truly, this is a street fight, Vic. One of the best we've ever seen right here on the debut of the CW. My God, check it out. Oh, man. That should have been it.
Wesley destroyed a brotherhood. He
Got
destroyed
a chain?
tag team legacy. And Wes and Zach
Shit.
both almost tied together.
How
What a
symbolic.
street fight. And you start to think, if you're Zachary Wentz, if you're Wesley, it was Wentz who was there for Lee when Wesley didn't know if he could compete again. It was late night phone calls. Wentz was the person that Wesley leaned on to crawl back to NXT, and Wesley threw it all away. That's got to be what Zachary Wentz is thinking right here and right now.
You have to. You son of a bitch. Zach's like, I don't wanna. And he's like, haha, I will.
And the real Wesley is showing up right now. Oh, Booker.
Oh, is he going to do it, Vic? The best of friends normally make the bitter of enemies. Is he going to do it, Vic? Is he going to do it? Oh, my God, man.
Zach is getting his ass kicked. Oh my God. Oh, buddy. Fuck you, Wesley. I hope it was worth it. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It lived up to the billing. It lived up to everything we talked about. It lived up to what both these men said. That this issue ends tonight in
Can we get anything between them?
The Rascals and MSK had to die
Anything?
so that Wesley could come alive.
Nope. Oh, it's The Miz. Hi, buddy.
The Miz, ready to host
It's The Miz. It's The Miz.
Roar in the dawn of NXT.
Someone just asked, well, who's that? Paul David Elliott, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thoughts on last night's game, Lex? I have never been more proud to be a Lions fan. I think that kind of sums it up. I don't have my jacket in here anymore. I wore my blue sports bra with my Lions chalk line jacket today, and the amount of people that stopped me in the cafe to talk about the game last night. The Lions, I think, are a true testament at the moment to just staying the course, trusting in the team, trusting in the organization, and having an organization rebrand, restructure that wants to fix things and wants to win. And being smart enough to know how to do that. Because it's been Well, Campbell's been on what, 3 or 4 seasons now? I think it's 3. And building such a, I don't want to say camaraderie. I don't know what the word is. Culture, building like such a culture within the team. Like those boys don't just play together. They have a different attitude about them when there's such a difference for me. At least there's such a difference in watching the Lions play than there is watching any other team. And I don't know if that's just because I'm a Lions fan and I know what they're doing and how they interact with each other. But when they're on that field, I mean, they play as a team. You rarely see, minus last night with Davis. I think that's why I was so shook in seeing it, where Davis was so fucking heated and was so out of line in what he was doing that it shook me, because it's not a normal thing. That's not a normal thing. And to watch, his teammates trying to reel him back in and be like, hey, motherfucker, like, what are you doing? Really, kind of shows that as well. So DK owned Davis, to be honest. But he's fucking mad about it, too. Cali Boy Marv, thank you for subscribing with Prime, bud. I appreciate you. I hated when Campbell left Atlanta. He took us to the Super Bowl. Everyone laughed at him. Everybody laughed at him. And the people that played for Detroit, I mean, they've been made fun of. No one wanted to go there. The defense Geno was so stressed out. It was all over his face. It was such an interesting game to watch because their emotions really did read all over the face. Those two teams, they were clawing. They were clawing to get the win. They both fought their asses off. They really did. Both teams played phenomenally. I can't even say the word. Phenomenally. But, and everyone's going to come in and be like, oh, the refs. And I know that that's the call every time. I was doing this, so I actually don't really know what specific, I know the calls that I saw, so I don't know what specific calls people were talking about where the refs were in the Lions' pocket or whatever. I know there were a fuckload of flags.
Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, will appear live on the Pat McAfee Show. The Rhodes
You're a Cowboys fan? I'm sorry.
in Indianapolis.
See, that's the thing though about that's what it makes, I think that's what makes me so proud to be a Lions fan though, is that I've been a Lions fan. It's my team. I back my team no matter what. But the Dallas Cowboys have no fucking heart. They have no fucking heart at all. I can think of some teams that have heart. It ain't the Cowboys. And that's not a knock. It's just observation. This fucker. Oh, this is sunglasses. Oh my god. You know who has heart right now? The Colts.
Tell me how you really feel.
Welcome back, bitch.
Well, on that note, welcome to the most must-see WWE talk show in history. Welcome to Miz TV. We are live
That was a loud boo.
in Chicago. Now you cheer for the debut of NXT on the CW, and I think we're all looking forward to later on tonight for the NXT Championship match. But right now, I want to get into the NXT North American Championship match that will take place next week in St. Louis. I've got the champion, I've got the challenger, so let's bring them out right here, right now. He is a man closing in on becoming the longest reigning NXT North American champion in history. He is the ruler, Oba Femi.
Oh. Fucking tank. I hope he lays Miz out. I swear to God. Uncle Donk, thank you for the $2 super chat. Troy Aikman and Emmett Smith didn't have heart. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the Cowboys currently do not have heart. Obviously, they have in the past, because that's what it takes to fucking win. The Bears have had heart at times. But there's a lot of teams right now that don't.
Booker, I don't know really what to say about Oba Femi, because we haven't been able to see or figure out a man who can defeat the North American.
The Bengals used to. They fell off. They don't anymore. I think they're all too pissed off at each other. I was really hopeful for the Bengals, and they just lost it. They just lost it. Ouch from a Cowboys fan here. Seahawks are in a good spot for having a whole new coaching staff. Do you think they should? Chiefs versus Saints gonna go crazy. I'm rooting for the Saints. I ain't gonna lie.
Welcome the challenger. He is the dawn of NXT.
Oh man, we don't have Tony Spade here. Tony Spade got engaged, everybody. If you weren't here for that announcement, Tony's getting married. Not this Tony, our Tony. Our Tony's getting married. Tony Spade. The Saints are a fun team to watch. They are, and I just want good. I want good things for the Saints, and also one of my favorite players, Jamal Williams, plays there still. So I miss Jamal. Hey, I like the suit guy. I do like the suit guy. That's pretty nice there. Yeah. The Don. But Tony, you can never be anything like your father. Why can I do? My husband's Italian. Never mind. I married into an Italian family. If you didn't know that. Now you know.
Gentlemen, welcome. I will start with the challenger. We've seen your preparation, and you've admitted that you are afraid of facing Oba again. What is going to make this match different than No Mercy?
Miz, all my life, I've been a guy to strike fear in the hearts of others. Rough up a few wise guys, fix a few problems.
I love him.
But Oba, he dominates the game in every facet.
Look at the honesty.
See, there's a reason why he is the most dominant NXT North American champion. See, I felt his power.
Why are we whatting?
His
Chicago!
His explosiveness.
There you go, Tony. Hey, get him. Hey, get him, Tony.
But I used this fear as motivation to do the unthinkable. And next week, I'm going to stand toe-to-toe with Oba. I'm going to dethrone the ruler of NXT and become the new NXT North American champion.
What would it take to do that, though? This, this David and Goliath narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oba. Your response?
has anyone ever talked about Tony without using a New York accent? Absolutely not. You have to.
You've been in the game for a very long time. Long enough to know when a man really believes what he's saying and when he doesn't. And I can tell you this. Tony doesn't believe a single word he's saying.
You don't think so?
He's a talker.
Absolutely not.
He's a talker.
Tony, I'll give you this. You've had a very, very successful career here in NXT up to this point. But a man like you definitely has a ceiling. Because you can stuff as many people you like inside trunks, you can throw bodies over the bridge, and you can have whatever side hustle that you desire. But the one thing that you can never be is North American champion. Because this is my title.
I'm not reacting to that. There's something else going on my screen.
And you talk about me like you know me. You sit there and you talk about you know where I'm from.
You don't know.
I grew up 20 minutes from this building. I grew up in the streets of Chicago.
You talk like that? You don't talk like us. Come on now, bud. Come on, Tony. He's shy-Italian.
See, I got family in the back. I got family in the crowd. Extended, immediate. I got friends who believe and motivate me to be the man that I am today.
Tony,
Tony.
they can't fight for you.
Oh.
Luca, Rizzo, Starks, none of them can fight for you. Not even these people here in Chicago will fight for you. Because next week is going to be me and you, and just me and you in the middle of this ring. And we both know, we both remember what happened the last time we were both in the ring together. I broke you. I beat you. I planted doubt in your mind.
Oh.
And now I know you're questioning yourself, and I know that we both know the answer to these questions. Tony, you can't beat me.
Who could? How would you even do it? David and Goliath? How would this happen? What would it take?
You're just a man, Nova.
Nah.
I am inevitable.
Okay, Thanos.
You are still broken.
The North American Championship will be on the line next week.
Miz says, wrap it up. Miz says, wrap it up.
The champion defends his North American Championship against that challenger, Tony D'Angelo, and from the looks of it, it will be awesome!
Well, Tony D'Angelo seems ready. He seems
Oh my.
focused on the North
Okay, so I was reacting to something and I didn't want it to be in the clip. So I have Instagram up in one of my browsers over here, right? Because that's how I upload clips throughout the show. And WWE, is it WWE or NXT? I don't know. One of the two has this reel of Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and CM Punk. And CM Punk's in a ref outfit with shorts on. And I can't hear it, but it's there. And Punk has those shorts on. You guys, come the fuck on. You'll know what I'm talking about the minute you see it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about the minute you see it. Be discreet, buddy. What the fuck? Yes, the HBK ref shorts. Those.
Look on the face of a former friend, so to speak, in Roxanne.
Look, I'm normally not one to point that shit out. But come on.
Cora, you made a shocking return tonight. Yeah, I know. The whole world is so hypnotized by the debut of Julia and the hype around Stephanie that they forgot about the savior of the women's division, Cora Jade.
Nobody
And I know
forgot.
everybody thought that Julia was, what the hell is that? Look, I know we have history and everything, but I kind of like the woman you become. And you're still NXT Women's Champion. You're welcome. Who knows? Maybe a common enemy will bring us back together.
Meh.
What a confrontation that was, but how
Meh.
about Tony D'Angelo and Oba Femi?
CM Junk.
D'Angelo is ready. He is confident. Don't you think?
You think Tony's confident?
Jada. Hey, Miss Parker. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm tainted. I'm so tainted. It's not even funny. CM Junk. Please tell me that those are some of the comments. Oh, they're wasting no time. Boop, boop, boo. FaceTime 97, thank you for sharing those 100 bits earlier. In Texas, a Yankee is someone from the north who visits, but a damn Yankee is someone from the north who stays in Texas. Oh, look at me learning things. Robbie Rob 8, thank you for cheering a bit. Robbie Rob 8, thank you for cheering 2 bits. I need to turn, I've been meaning to turn off the 1 bit, 2 bit. Like, I forget what they told me to make the minimum, like 10 or 25. I need to not make it be 1 bit, because it makes things a little stressful. You saw it. How could you miss it? Someone said, which part has been TV 14 so far? And someone replied, the video she was talking about. That ain't no sock. You know damn well that ain't no sock. Come on, guy. It looked at me first. Stop it, A-Money. A-Money, I randomly remembered that you asked a question earlier, and it was, is there any face shape that curtain bangs don't work with? So, I don't believe in like a box of face shapes. So for the longest time you would think, you know, back in whatever, you know, we had the 17 magazines where you had, oh, diamond, oval, heart, shape, square. There's so many variables that come into people's faces that there's so many things that are more important than just your face shape. You know, your jawline, your nose, your features, your eyes, how high your forehead is, how long your neck is. Curtain bangs have a lot to do with forehead. They have a lot to do with forehead. They have a lot to do with cheekbones. So, and not only that, they have a lot to do with the level of styling that someone is willing to put into them. So, and everyone's idea of, so I've been a hairstylist for too long. Words mean nothing. So like the length of curtain bangs also, like curtain bangs by definition can mean 50 million different things to different people. That's just like the word copper or the word caramel, like, or caramel, whatever you want to call it. People can think caramel or caramel are two completely different colors. Someone else could think it's darker. Someone else could think it's lighter. Someone else could think it's gold. Someone else could think it's beige. See what I'm saying? Words, that's why when people come into the hair salon and they'll be like, I never know what to say when I get my hair cut. And it's like, honestly, there is nothing that you can. Like, there is no universal stylist language that I'm going to trust from somebody. Like, you literally need to show me a picture. You need to show me an array of pictures of what you like on people, and then I can tell you how I can or can't make that work based on your face, your hair type, your hair density, your hair texture, your hairline, your forehead, jaw, neck, all of those kinds of things. I'm a very good hairstylist. I'm just very tired of people. I'm very tired of people. You'll always show pictures. It helps so much. You always visual every time. Every time. I had someone flabbergasted that I wanted a picture of the copper color they were thinking about last week. And I'm like, yes, absolutely. Because copper, oh my God. Some people want it more orange. Some people want it more red. Some people want it more like auburn brown. Some people want it really bright. Like, the copper can mean 50 million different fucking things. So, yeah, I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this a long time. You hate people? You're welcome. I don't blanket statement, like, I hate people, but at the same time, I don't. It's a double-edged sword. It sounds annoying as fuck. It's overwhelming. It's definitely overwhelming. You forgot how when I shave my hair off and keep the beard, I look like Jeff Bridges from Iron Man. I love Jeff Bridges. I do love Jeff Bridges. Cause maybe now we got bad blood. You hate people, you like individuals. Sometimes it just takes slowing down and listening to people. You know, you never know what someone's going through, and you never know what someone's day is like. And I try to abide by that, and I try to remember that when dealing with people, because someone could come in and just be a fucking asshole. But you don't know that, you know, their mom's in the hospital or their husband's in the hospital, or they're going through a divorce. Like, I had to remember that when I was building my clientele, that sometimes it wasn't just me. And a lot of the time also, a lot of it was sometimes insecurity on the part of the person in my chair, especially with older women. Older women tend to forget that I am also going to get old. And they kind of take it out on you. I'm like, oh, this pretty young girl, she doesn't understand me. It's like, I want to help you, bitch. Like, don't be an asshole to me, you know? I could talk about it all day. I've experienced so much in that field. Tell you. The Mysterious Flame, thank you for cheering 100 bits. I donated just a little bit ago. Lots of love to those involved. I'm here lurking. Hope you are doing well, by the way. Did I miss that? I did 8 minutes ago, Mysterious Flame. I'm so sorry. I haven't been checking it very often. But thank you for donating your $7 to the Hurricane Helen Relief Fund. I appreciate you very, very much. I'm so excited to donate it. We did a good thing, guys. We did such a good thing. Appreciate the honesty of hair knowledge. My step-niece is trying to break into it. Communication. I don't know how old your step-niece is, but communication is so key, and the new generation of hairstylists are not very good at it, and it's not necessarily their fault. I think that they've just been told a lie, and they're also pricing themselves out of the market as well. They're overcharging. I understand things have gotten more expensive, but they're overcharging, depending on your area. So, like, my biggest pieces of advice to anyone that wants to break into hair is not to booth rent right off the bat, and don't overprice yourself, and be willing to literally do anything. Do the hardest shit that there is to do. Take on the most fucking awful personality, at least for the first 6 months, and kind of toughen yourself up, because the nature of the business of hair is taking criticism 24/7. You are catering to a client and what they want. You're not just creating what you want in a person. You are giving them what they want. So you have to be able to take criticism. You have to have thick skin. You have to be tough.
My issue is that I've been traveling
Okay, I'm done.
doing woman empowerment, and the three of those girls just put every single woman in that locker room down, and I don't stand for that. They do a lot of talking and not a lot of walking.
I mean, but you got to understand, a lot of these NIL talent came in and got chances that JCJ and they hadn't gotten. I mean, come on.
Someone said, I just saw the shorts. Why Punk trying to smuggle Larry to the ring like that?
No, we all sacrifice. I came from a gymnastics background, but I still work to be in that ring and to be champion.
Stop paying your dues. Stop paying your dues.
Oh, Booker's giving her a little pay your dues talk.
What you just said, then go put in the work. Prove yourself. By the way, Kalani earned the championship that she has. She earned it. Let's not forget Jasmine Nick.
High step, baby. I love it.
Jasmine, see how he does? He's on one side, then he's on the other side. Whatever works for Booker in the moment.
Back and forth.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Lola, your hair looks great, baby. Looks good, looks good.
Star from West Virginia, but all of a sudden she's the exception to the rule as Lola and Jada in control, and I thought they were about to give each other a high five, or maybe not. This matchup continuing. Lola Vice in control of it.
So it said AJ is a lucky woman. Oh my God, stop it right now. Sam, thank you for the resub, buddy. Happy 17 months. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you and your support as always.
You confuse me some. Sometimes I don't know what you're saying. I just kind of guess. I look down in my paper and see what bookism you just said, so I can.
Bookism.
But look, Booker, fatal influence.
Not the bookisms.
They said for Lola Vice, she's been handed everything. You can't even agree to that.
You know, I must say, I wouldn't say handed, but she had a whole lot of help. She had a whole lot of help. Am I right? You remember Shayna Baszler, right? Right? She had a lot of help, right, Vic?
She had some help, but not a lot of help.
He had some help.
We don't agree. We don't agree. To be clear, it doesn't take a lot to get Parker or Bryce to see how he just changed things.
Big shot by Fallon.
I'm glad you're out here, Kwani.
I get to witness this.
Yeah, I'm happy. Look, right now it's these two, Fallon Henley, Jada Parker, trying to have a battle inside the ring, and it's Fallon Henley who's able to create a little bit of separation.
Is it a sock under the shorts? See, I don't have it full like.
Whether you like her or not,
I just see it there.
She has been the backbone of the women's division.
Now I see it again. I gotta scroll and get away from that. Uh-oh. Keep it together, ladies. Keep it together. Yeah. Ay, 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 ay.
Realize that Lola Vice was trying to save her. Which one of these teams is going to be victorious tonight?
Oi. HBK notoriously wore shorts like that and stuffed them with a sock. I'd say it's a joke on that. Cool. Good. I actually kind of remember that now. I do remember that now. Lola Vice really grew on me since her alignment with Shayna. Agreed. I like Lola. Lola. The lovely Lola. Guys, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Does someone want to go to work tomorrow for me? Because I don't want to fucking go. I don't want to. I don't want to. It was during his feud with Brett in 97 during the formal days of DX. That's totally why I don't remember. I've only seen it in a few different ways. Yes. Sean confirmed to the doc that it wasn't a sock, it was a bunch of band-aids. Oh, smart. Could I call off if I wanted? No. The way my job works, I haven't had this, no one's asked me this in a while. When we first started streaming, we used to have to explain this all the time. The way that my job works is if I call off, I have to come in on another day off to fit all the people in that I'm canceling on. I have a 10-hour day of clients that I'm servicing. And, you call off, what do you do? They either never get their hair done and you don't get paid, or, you know what I mean? So my job doesn't quite work like a lot of places where you can just call off. And I also don't get paid hourly. I don't get PTO, I don't get insurance, no sick time, nothing like that. Nothing like that. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, you know? I don't know what I was thinking. When you're young, you just don't, I don't know. I wouldn't have known what else I would have done, but... I don't want to go to the doctor on Thursday, but I got to because of my checkup since my appendectomy. Appendectomy? What a ringing endorsement for becoming a hairdresser. I ain't gonna lie to you. I won't lie to anybody. I won't lie to anybody about it. Like, it's not, you know... They don't sell it to you. I'm not gonna sell it to you. It's things you should think about. Definitely things you should think about. Roblox, I only go for snow bunnies, but you're right. The fuck is a snow bunny? You would have to fly me from Australia. Australia. I gotta love Australians. I want to be Australian. I'm telling you what. I want to be Australian so bad. How much do you applaud WWE's hair and makeup team, and would you ever try to be a part of it? I've been asked this a lot. I've been asked this a ton. They do great. They're fabulous. All of those women are, for the most part, I believe they're independent contractors. And they had a foot in because they knew somebody, or they're the stylist of someone that works there. They're a stylist of a performer. Some of the performers have their own personal. I would not know. I would never try to be a part of it. I did at one time. Probably back in 2016, 2017, I sent an email to their head of it, and I never got a response, which looking back, I'm not surprised that I didn't. But I did look into it just because it was a way to be a part of the business. But I don't like doing special event stuff. I don't like doing makeup anymore. I'm so burnt out of the industry. I don't want to do anything with it. Nothing. And I'm fortunate enough that I am able to make that decision, you know, because not everybody can. I feel like being a gear maker is fun. It would be, but you just would have to have a lot of knowledge of like garment making and how to sew and shit like that. You would be so broke had I lived in America. I have so much health problems. Yeah, it's scary, man. If you get into hairstyling, you kind of have to be a people person as well and be a therapist as well as be a hairdresser. Were you here for my conversation about that? Because I disagree with that sentiment. It's the entire reason that I'm leaving the industry. It's so... I know I'm talking through this match. I'm sorry. I can stop.
I lost respect for her when she just changed the way she was. We used to go to dinner together, we get our nails done together, and she always says, put herself first, but you don't have to be a mean girl to put yourself first.
That's what I've been saying.
If I could give you any advice, Kalani, you gotta stop thinking about friends. That's the last thing you need to think
I love that Book and Kalani are just having like a pep talk.
That's it. Maybe Fallon finally opened her eyes.
Fallon into the cover, and another near fall has been found on the J.C. James.
Maybe that's it. Maybe she don't want to watch the parade go by. Maybe she wants to be on one of the floats. Maybe she wants to be a part of the parade. Maybe that's it.
What parade are you talking about?
I'm talking about the winning team. I'm talking about checks. I'm talking about championship, Vic.
Well, huge championship main event still to come. The Women's North American Champion sitting here to my left. And right now it's Lola Vice, who's been so close to championships in the past here in NXT. Looking for a submission on Fallon Henley and just took Fallon Henley down. And now a nice counter. Fallon somehow able to escape, and then both women, same idea. Double clothesline, and this could be the turning point of this matchup. Lola Vice desperately needs to make a tag to Jada Parker.
Here come the people.
Parker right there, and the numbers advantage. That's Jasmine next and all. Fallon just ran into Lola.
What are we doing? Jada's done. Oh, her reaction.
I tried to talk to them earlier.
You did, and the same thing happened. And Lola Vice now left alone to fatal influence. And somehow Lola able to counter. Oh, Booker.
Educated feet, Vic. Oh, she's hot.
Firing up, firing up, firing up. Get out of there. Okay, okay.
Here we go.
And that rolling on.
It's all by her damn self.
Level.
Lola, no.
Lola Vice. And a tag made, and now it's a numbers advantage. Jada Parker gone.
What was the point of the tag? This is.
Double up. One time.
Damn it, Jada.
Kalani, was that your plan B? Huh?
God damn.
Jada Parker had walked out on her tag
I need my neck cracked. Something awful.
She was hit by Lola Vice. It was Fallon Henley who knocked Lola into Jada. And then there the closing moments of the matchup leading to a huge victory.
And that is a statement made.
And our next target is the Women's North American Championship. So, Kalani Jordan, why don't you come on in here and show us all the fighting
Well,
champion you think you are?
who's gonna be the one to go for the championship then? There's three of you.
Guys would call me out, and honestly, we can go right now.
I'm ignoring the chat right now because y'all gonna piss me
I
off.
didn't exactly come to Chicago alone.
Who you got? Who you got? That's not what I thought. I was like, that's Jade's.
Talk about a backup plan, Booker.
What the hell?
Can I get a shucky ducky?
What the hell?
Quack, quack.
I will let you fall down.
The WWE Women's Tag Team Champions are on the CW premiere here on NXT. The host of Bad Blood.
Ah, Jade, you're a specimen. I love you. I love you so much, Jade. I love you so much, Jade.
It's about
I adore you.
championships. And they're the
You're so great.
Women's Tag Team Champions. Jade Cargill. The EST Bianca Belair.
Come on. Come on.
What a backup plan from the standout.
She does look good with them. I like that. That was fabulous.
Standing tall now.
I want to look like Jade Cargill. Can I be Jade Cargill? I swear to God, man. I tell you what.
Well, that was quite a moment that we just
I tell you what. I tell you what. Someday. No, never. Literally never. Javon!
the biggest match in the
That boy bouncy.
when he faces Randy
That boy bouncy. That boy bouncy.
G next.
That is a good trio. I'm liking the main roster stuff that they've weaved in thus far. Not being able to stream this is a horrible move. What do you mean? What do you mean not being able to stream it? No, I don't know what this man's talking about. Like not being able to find it? Like you not being able to get it? I'm on my own against the wall. The pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. I thought I saw Weezy in town while I was getting groceries. Turns out it was just a blonde woman. Shut the fuck up, Brian. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I am kidding, though. You know, I'm just messing with you. But shut the fuck up, Brian. Oh no, it was a blonde woman. Did she have bangs too, or was she just blonde? Because I do look like every blonde woman in the history of existence. And that is my calling card. We are, not that I've been really paying too much attention to follower counts lately, because sometimes they really don't mean dick. A lot of the time they don't mean dick. But we're almost to 20,000 finally. We're at 19,936. So hopefully in the next couple weeks, maybe Bad Blood. Maybe we can get it up there. They mean you showing the show, I think. Oh. Well, it hasn't been a bad move for me thus far, so I'm not too worried about it. I also asked her if she was Charlotte Flair, but she walked away. Oh, man. What the fuck, Brian? What match are you excited for at Bad Blood? And do you think Roman will attack Cody Rhodes after the match? Match I'm most excited for at Bad Blood. Well, not Gunther or Sammy. Not Gunther and Sammy. God, I have to look at the fucking card. I'm not even lying to you. I have to look at the card. I haven't made a predictions video yet. Do you guys like predictions videos? I've been trying to find a way that I can do them that's like a little different and not the standard sit down and tell you my predictions and why. I'm trying to incorporate a little more creativity in my stuff. Bad Blood. No, I literally typed in predictions. It's not what I want. I want the card. Good God. Gunther Sammy isn't on Saturday. It's on Monday. Oh, really? Wow, see, that's why we're looking at the card. Motherfuck. Weezy, how many people thought you were that blonde in the crowd from last night? Nobody, actually. Nobody. Nobody said anything. She does do something in pro wrestling, though. I don't know if she's a fighter or what. She does something. Oh, you know what? Punk and Drew. Funny enough, I feel like I'm looking most forward to Punk and Drew. But the whole card is good. I think probably Bailey and Nia or Damian and Finn are going to be like the ones that steal the show. You missed the predictions videos? You were concentrating on the lines when they promoted it for the last Monster Standing. Oh, that's why. That makes sense. Time has gone by real quick. It's been a good show. This is gonna be Raw, guys. Like Raw's gonna be this way. This tea is actually like sleepy tea. I feel like I should record a couple videos and get them done. I'm really trying to decide if I'm hiring an editor or not. I like the way I edit, you know? I like having the control of it. The time is fucking killing me. And giving up that amount of money when I could just do it myself pisses me off too. I don't know.
I was don't wrestle in a match, then boom. I look up at the screen, I see Randy Orton calling me out. We talking about the Viper, the legend killer, the apex predator. Randy was a G at a young age.
Everything comes full circle. When I was his age,
he's such a baby. Well, that's baby Randy. Look at baby Randy.
I am here today. I want to give that opportunity to Javon Evans.
Now, Randy Orton is one of my guys. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite wrestlers. But I know when I walk inside his hometown, St. Louis, I get to be more than.
Look at that little cutie! Oh my goodness, I love him so much. Oh goodness.
In his own way, the next Randy Orton. I'm gonna test his mettle. I want to see what he's made of. He's gonna have the odds stacked against him, but who knows? This could be the match that makes Javon Evans the #1 prospect in NXT.
I'm gonna bring my smile and all, but you're gonna get the best.
That boy bouncy.
But I also
that boy
have
bouncy.
an ulterior motive. I'd like to see if I can hit Javon Evans with an RKO that'll knock everybody's socks off.
Randy,
You can make a real cool RKO.
but sometimes the legend gotta go down. I'm coming for you.
You're going places, kid.
Well, St. Louis,
He's going places. He's going places. Did you see the IWC call out WWE for having Jade and Bianca host Bad Blood instead of wrestling on it? I did. And I never really know. I never want to shy away from those kinds of conversations, but I never really know how to participate in them because I understand, and at the same time I don't. And I don't know if it's for me to understand or if it's for me to feel a certain type of way about it. And I think that there's a way for you to be wrong no matter what your viewpoint is. And so they're very slippery slopes of things to talk about. And I hope that... Oh, Jesus Christ. Go get your new belt, dog.
Can you name someone who has taken over a brand like Ethan Page? And now you can cut it.
Ethan Page gets what he wants.
It was shock and surprise on everyone's face. Just slipped in the back to a nation champion.
Oh, Booker.
The era of ego will continue to roll on. Nobody's taking this championship from Ethan Page.
Since losing my championship, I ain't been the same. Ethan Page, I ain't gonna stop till I get that title back.
Randy 13 years ago wouldn't bother wrestling Javon Evans. He was a douchebag. I'm glad he's giving back. I think that's a very important thing to remember, is that with experience and with age and everything, is that people can change who they are and how they think, and if you don't, then there's something wrong with you. Like, if you're the same person that you were 10 years ago, you're doing something wrong. You're absolutely doing something wrong. The IWC needs to learn to shut up. Sometimes there's valid points. Sometimes there are valid points, but, you know, I agree that I don't think that every title needs to be defended on every PLE, and nor do I think it should be. Nor do I think it should be. There's so many PLEs when you really think about it. Like, I'm all for every title being defended on every one of the big four, but I don't think it needs to be every single one, because sometimes we have 2 in a month now. David of 9, thank you for sharing 1,000 bits. I got a tough choice Saturday. The Michigan game is the same time as the PLE. It is a tough choice. For me, I'm, you know, PLE. There he is. He's home. Oh, good. You don't have the shorts on. Perfect. Yeah, right down the middle. Sure. We've seen that play out. He's so happy to be there. Look how happy he is. Oh, wearing panda shoes. I'm trying to read all the signs. Larry is for everyone. Colonel Sanders is in the crowd. Did you guys see Colonel Sanders? I feel like Punk has made 10 entrances to Chicago since returning last year. Honestly, yes. Here come Drew from out of nowhere. Probably. What did I miss? Oh, honey, you missed the whole show. I'm not gonna recap the whole thing. Come on now. The whole show. Cult of personality. I'm just deleting the things that we don't really need. Did you hear about HBK wanting Punk to be his successor on NXT? I did not hear that, but I think that that's not a bad idea. I don't feel like that's a bad idea. If he wants to, if that's something that Punk would want to do. I think that's something that I think, not that I know AJ Lee personally, because I don't, but working in a backstage behind the scenes role there and working with the younger female talent, I feel like that's right up AJ Lee's alley. I feel like she would love to do that. You know, maybe the king and queen of Chicago can run NXT together. Now we're being silly. This episode of NXT feels like it is just an hour long. It's been great. It's been great. And you know what? You know what's funny? There hasn't been a lot of backstage segments. I like that on NXT. I do. I like that on NXT. I don't know why. I feel like we'd had that conversation before where sometimes on NXT there's so many backstage segments that like I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Like they have so many things going on at one time that I get confused. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I like it. NXT is in a bigger arena tonight. It looks like it is. Yeah, they're at the Allstate in Chicago. It's their first episode on the CW. On the CW. NXT uses the backstage segments to get as many people on TV as possible. It's an old tactic ECW used to use. Yeah, someone told me that. I've heard that. I understand that. But at the same time, I don't understand it because I don't see the point. I don't see the point. If the backstage segment, to me, doesn't serve a purpose, then what's the point of doing it? Especially if you're just kind of like carrying on from something that you did the week before. Like if you're literally doing the same thing 2 weeks in a row, and then there's like, I don't know, no build with it or payoff, then why are we doing it? They all need the promo practice. I have to remember that's developmental. You're right. Did I see Seth Rollins return? Yes, Bradley. I was sitting right here live. You've noticed that most NXT backstage segments have a point. It just might not happen all at once on that week's show. That makes sense. What if Drew appears out of nowhere and ruins a match? What if? What if? Speaking of Drew. There he is right there. There he is, there he is. See you in hell. Who the fuck is that? Who's Delta? Or is this someone everyone's gonna make fun of me for not knowing? I don't want to post it. Trick Willie. Trick Willie. Booker. I swear to God, bud. Delta is part of that big women's trio of signings. Julia, Stephanie, and Delta. Delta from Japan, Delta from Australia. Most people are saying Australia. If you're just joining me at some point, please make sure you go to my YouTube page and like my newest YouTube video. It's a vlog from TwitchCon. I did it myself. I'm going to try to get some other stuff recorded as well. But Delta is a star women's wrestler from Australia. She's gotten comparisons to Rhea Ripley, and I think they went to the same wrestling school. That's really all I know about her, but they announced her signing a couple months ago, and suddenly the IWC acted like they were experts on her. Oh, great. So I'm going to get torn apart for not knowing her. Great. Great. I'm going to look her up. Oh.
Scheduled for one fall.
Oh.
It's for the NXT
Give her a little follow. She has a very cool look. Very cool look.
Introducing the challenger from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds, Trick Williams.
They got the 8K out for him. Get rid of that belt, dog.
And his opponents from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at
Bro.
225
The pause for Canada got me.
NXT champion.
Says all handsome Santi Zap. I hate you guys. I hate that I see it every time. I see it every time. It's him but pretty. I swear to God. Wheezy, what happens if Drew appears and ruins the match? I don't know what you want me to say here, bud.
This massive main event matchup here in Chicago on the premiere of NXT on CW, and there is the new NXT title introduced by
What
Shawn
if?
Michaels earlier tonight. And Book, I want to do a little history lesson. When SmackDown,
I don't know that Drew would ruin the match. I could see him, like, fucking up Punk.
guest referee who impacted the outcome on that August night. For CM Punk, no personal vendetta. He's here to ensure that the right man leads this.
But then again, I don't know. Maybe he could, and then the match is fucked because Punk can't be the ref. I don't know. It could go either way. Ethan.
Great refereeing so far. Making sure guys are breaking up on time. I like that. You got 5 seconds. You got 5 seconds.
CM Punk knows all too well what a special guest referee can do. I mean, just think back to SummerSlam.
There it is again. You got 5 seconds.
He's calling it down the middle.
I like Trick's gear.
Punk loves this brand, wants to give back to the next generation really quickly from behind his page. That was a one. And Williams now from behind. Championship on the line.
Punk is being fair. He's a man of honor. Look at him. He's being a man of honor. Leave him alone.
Well, Page should be working a little bit more, don't you think, about Trick Williams than about the official right now, Booker?
He's a little emotional right now, but that could.
With this being on network, there's no overrun that I know of. That's okay. That's good.
Well, as we think about this matchup, the big question about Trick Williams and
Punk getting in, like,
shoulders down.
sir. Yeah, Punk is like, what the fuck are you doing? Not on my watch. We're gonna treat you boys right.
It's time to look at tonight's NXT
Even though you've been doing this for a very long time.
The question I was getting ready to ask for Trick Williams was, has he learned to control his emotions into the cover, hook of the leg, championship on the line, and another.
I can't answer that, but I can say I hope so. Because this is truly a big match for this man, Trick Williams, an important match for Trick Williams. Because I say, if you don't win this, there's a saying, Vic. Here we go.
Covered by Page this time, and another kick out.
NXT had a weekly 8-minute over on USA. I think they lost it on CW. I'm not sure. I'm seeing a couple different things being said.
Lost the title, he would do what he needed to do to get the championship back. And Trick Williams is fired up here in Chicago.
Trick Willie.
And CM Punk trying to be the voice of reason because Trick knows he's got to get the champion back in the ring to win the championship.
Oh no, not that lady.
But this is about also controlling your emotions. And Williams just went through the barricade. Walking out of Chicago.
That barricade spot is really starting to piss me off. Is that silly of me? Is that silly of me? Maybe it's silly of me. Every week, we go through the barricade right there in front of the timekeeper. Every week we do that. You think it's just too overused now? Is it just me? Because, like, Jesus Lord, it's all the fucking time. Like, we are doing that every week. Someone said, so what? Listen, I'm usually a so what, but I'm trying to be better at expressing my feelings. So I'm telling you what I'm thinking. It's the new Spanish announce table. I like when it goes a string, like it did yesterday. I'm trying to think of the last one I really liked that they did too. No, I don't remember. That's what I mean. There's been so fucking many. I can't even differentiate. Someone said the senior citizens would flip out if the news was delayed. You know damn well the senior citizens are not awake for the news right now. Come on now. Come on now. That's what I mean. Braun and Bronson took up 2 of the barricades. That's different. That's different. That's different. If you can bring an element to it that's a little different, I'm fine. The senior citizens are probably watching the vice president debate. Oh God, is that happening right now? God help me. I don't. Moving on. CW, go to a still screen saying trigger test for the national desk. I did not see that. Uncle Donk, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey Weezy, do you know any YouTubers who does watch-alongs for Dynamite? Yes, I do. Mini Portable. Mini Portable does. If you go to my last 2 YouTube videos, she's tagged in them. Because she's in both of them. Usually watch mini stream for Dynamite. Yeah, it's just something I don't want to do, man. It's just something I don't want to do. And it's not because I don't like Dynamite. It's literally just because it's a time suck. Like... And you also all know that I fucking work 10 to 8 on Wednesdays too. So I can't do it. But I see a lot of people saying that their CW doesn't work. That's so interesting to me. Jason Paradise? I've not heard of that one. I really gotta get out of just doing reactions, man. Not that that's all I do, but man. Weezy, you should watch Mariah May. I love Mariah May. I just watched a match between her and Julia.
Against Drew McIntyre, but there you see Ethan Page, who's upset. But look at this. When it comes to Ethan Page, he is a one-of-one superstar. Nobody but Page has debuted in the main event on a premium live event and the main event in everyone's since then. He was the fastest to win the NXT title since his debut. He did it in just 40 days.
40 days. He's a prize.
40 days and 40 nights. Uh-oh.
Trick Williams. And Williams fight back for something he was never pinned for. Remember that, Booker? He did not get pinned in Toronto, but he might get pinned right here, right now. Page hook of the leg and another near fall.
Career defining moment here for Trick Williams. Can he come out here and pull it off? Can he go back to the mountaintop? We're going to find out.
Well, this started earlier this summer before Page even had a WWE
Yeah, of the core streamers, it seems like the only ones who does Dynamite are Mini Josh and Triple Threat.
with one another as now swinging wildly and big jumping neck breaker from Trick Williams.
There's a lot of reasons for that. There are a lot of reasons for that. And it's not that any of us don't like it. Maybe there's a couple. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 that don't like it. But it's more just because of time.
And listen to Chicago, who's walking out with the NXT championship.
Also, I really don't like the environment it perpetuates in my chat. And just, yeah, like Brian just said, it has a different mood to it. There's a lot more arguing. A lot more IWC, like, smart fucking comments.
What a night this has been. It's all about the NXT Championship. And face first. Went the challenger. Whoa. Booker. Whoa. Paige looking for an ego's edge. Right hand through the table.
Oh, God. Oh, stop it. Fix it, Vic. Fix it. Oh, did we just lose audio entirely? Did you guys hear that? No, they're back. They're back. I thought it was like one of the announce tables microphones or something. No, I heard the high pitch too. Booker, shut up. Shut up, Book. No. Shut up, Book. Judy hates everything right now. Shut up, Book.
Trick Williams trying and does get back into the ring, but has the damage been done, Booker? Has the damage been done? Williams, big knee! No, big fall to the cover! This is won the title in Toronto, and Williams kicked out.
I was like, not like this. Not like this.
Oh, that trick shot.
I was bleeding.
So close. But we gotta remember, big announcement, Book, next week when we go to St. Louis.
There you go. Start counting, dog.
But what we do know, we'll have a special performance by Sexy Red.
Oh my God, that's right. Sexy Red next week, guys.
And look at Punk. Look at CM Punk. Punk right now is saying, guys, get up. You gotta fight. This is for the NXT Championship. This is the CW premiere. Who wants the belt? Who wins the title? Who wins the glory?
I think he is hurt, Dean. Come on.
Right now, it's not about.
The CW and other parts of the country won't air NXT until it's 8 p.m., so that's probably why they're having issues finding the show. If any of you have YouTube TV or stream it from your computer, I can tell you how to fix that. So that you can watch it live. But it's got to be from your computer.
Got that second win, look like Vic. Here we go. Here we go. Boom.
Is it enough and enough?
Not yet. What time is it? 57?
Was close.
What a main event here on the debut of the CW Network. My God, man.
CM Punk is
Larry incoming with a chair.
Exactly what he said he would do. He would make sure that the right man would lead us into the next era. And the trick shot missed.
Here for the mistake. Here for the mistake. Here we go.
Page
Here we go.
into the cover with one of his own and another near fall. Both men showing you what it means, what it takes to be the NXT champion.
Come on, son of a bitch. Punky, what you doing, dog?
Oh, no, Booker. Look at CM Punk right in his eyes and hitting a go to sleep.
The sass. The sass.
What else does Ethan Page need to do, Book, to keep Trick Williams down? And it could be this, the ego's edge. He's already hit one through our announce table. Can he hit a second? And Page? No one home.
Is that assist?
I don't know if it was or if it wasn't. But bam! He got it! Williams got the trick shot! Trick shot! Cover! We got a new
Oh. That's gonna cause problems. That's gonna cause problems. We're back. He's back. Get that new belt, boo-boo. Back to the Trick Willie era. Is Butch gonna come for it? I mean, Pete Dunne. Maybe. You did it, boo! You did it!
All the adversity. And for Trick, he may have doubted himself at times, but on the night he needed to have a defining moment, Williams rose.
Confetti!
Well, look at Paige. The champion goes to sleep. Trick is NXT.
Punk said, fuck this, I'm out. I wonder...
Think buying fake products is harmless?
We're gonna get some action between Paige and Punk at some point then? Maybe? We're gonna call back to that later? We're gonna come back to that later? I think maybe we should. Two-time NXT champion. I just burped. I don't care. Uh-huh. I like it. Main roster beef. That's what I'm kind of thinking. But at the same time, I don't think that right now, and I'm sure most of you agree with me, I don't know that right now is the right time to bring people up to the main roster. I don't know. Well, after Punk and Drew, Seth is back. Seth is back, right? Seth is back. So, are we getting Punk and Seth? You know? Paige shows up at Bad Blood to cost Punk. Ugh, but then, like, where does that put everything else? Because, again, Seth is back. But Seth also has a score to settle with Bronson? So I don't think they're just going to leave that alone. Maybe Punk and Gunther. We did just have Braun Breaker confront Gunther, though. Trick really is ready for the main roster. And that's it. So I'm not saying that Trick, I think, is an exception. My biggest fear with Trick is... I can't believe I'm giving you as many takes as I am. I feel that Trick Williams has more star power than Carmelo Hayes. Agree or disagree? I don't care. I honestly would be curious to hear your thoughts about it. I do feel that Trick has more star power in my eyes than Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo is fucking awesome. But the problem, I feel, and maybe they know that and maybe that's what they see too. I would hate for Carmelo Hayes' ass. Don't do that. Come on now. I like Melo. I do. Melo's great, but I think Trick is better. And I would hate for Trick to get called up and then end up in that position. You know, like, I feel like if Trick Williams came up to the main roster, he should main event, like, picture immediately. Personally. Trick's timing in ring still needs work, in my opinion. Some of his spots seem step off or too fast, but def main roster star power. I understand that to a point, but, you know, I don't think that you have to be firing on all cylinders in order to be a professional wrestler or to be in the WWE. Like, no one's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Trick is the face of NXT. I think they need to build up someone to that same popularity before they lose Trick. Fair. I missed your sub-anniversary. It's been 2 minutes. I'm talking here. I get to you goddamn... You sub. I'm gonna get there. I appreciate you, dog. Thank you so much. Unknown Soul 43. Thank you for the reset with Prime. Happy 10 months. That was an epic show. Also 10 months, baby. Love you, Weezy. Love you too, dog. Thank you so much. Don't call me out. I'm gonna call you out right back. You did it first. I'm gonna do it back. That's how we roll here. You need mid-carders as well. Dark Cafe, I really feel like you just like say things to me that I've said. You do need mid-carders. I didn't say that you didn't need mid-carders. Just because I'm saying that I believe Trick Williams should go to the... There's a reason that I feel that way. You want to know why I feel that way? This is when I'll talk about it. I feel that we do not have a lot of, in my opinion, diversity in the main title picture. And while some people will think that's important, some people will not think that's important. It's important when the opportunity presents itself with someone that should be there. Trick Williams should be there. He'd be the perfect person for it. As much as I love Bobby Lashley, I don't know what was missing with Bobby Lashley. I loved Bobby. I feel like the crowd for the most part was behind Bobby, but even then it's almost like, okay, well then who was he going to feud with? I feel like stories with Bobby were hard. I feel like stories with Bobby were hard, and I don't know if that's, I feel like it's an emotion thing and the way that he interacts with other people, because I feel like when Trick interacts with other people, you believe it. Like you know that conversation we had about heart earlier? I feel like you could just feel it with Trick. Why did someone say, "Oh God, here we go"? Bobby versus Swerve. I could be down with that. Bobby was best cast as a dominant champion. Having him do mid-card stuff with Theory seemed to be beneath him. Bobby was best cast as a dominant champion. Having him do mid-card stuff with Theory seemed to be beneath him. Yeah, yes, absolutely. I don't know why I had to reread that. Fans love Trick, so to have representation from someone who is so over would be big. For sure. I like Bobby, but his promos weren't that good-ish, like at the high level. When they hit, they hit. When they hit, they hit. I think it was just because so many of us respected Bobby, you know, and wanted to see things from Bobby. But even, I really wanted to like his faction with the Street Profits. But I like the Street Profits so much better on their own. Like, the dynamic just didn't work for me. I wanted to. Let MVP do the mic a la Paul Heyman with Lesnar. For Lashley? Hurt Business was where it was at. Well, we're going to get something in AEW with that. He's working with Swerve, isn't he? That'll be cool. I don't want to get a ghost as you'll be crying. What the fuck was that? What does that mean? What does that mean? I swear Roxanne was called up in the draft a few years ago, and Booker behind the scenes was like, she's not ready for the main roster yet. We're not going to speculate too crazy. We might get something in AEW. We will see. I don't want a copy of the Hurt Business, and AEW does not need more factions. Do they have a lot of factions? Bobby is more of a villain. Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. I feel like this is what I really believed. Like, yeah. It was a bad joke. It's fine. It's a shame that It's a shame that Lashley didn't say Triple H could have booked him to face Rhodes, Night Breaker before he got dethroned by Jay and Gunther. It could have been some banger programs. It could have. You just would have had to make people believe in it. And I think that was the issue. But then I think of, I'm rambling now because I have thoughts. I'm just thinking about all kinds of shit now. I had a big issue with, we've talked about this before too, I really love Bobby Roode. You know, Bobby Roode, I was watching NXT at that time. And shortly after, I stopped. But I loved Bobby Roode. And then Bobby Roode came up, and I was like, fuck yeah, like I'm so excited. And then what happened. And I just was like, what are we doing? Like such a victim of the time, and then he got hurt. You know, such a victim of who was in charge, the time, and then he got hurt, and then it was like, well, fuck. And I'm so glad he's still around, but he just never, I feel like he just never got what he deserved on the main roster. And I feel the same way about Shinsuke too. They were just, you know, coming out of NXT, they were so good. They were so hot. They were such a product of Triple H's time down there, and then they came to the main roster, and then it just fucked everything. Like, it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad to think about. He is the glorious guy, yeah. Yes. One of the greatest theme songs of all time. Joe is what? Yeah. I think of all of them, he did best. You're talking about Smojo? I think of all of them, I feel like he did the best. Rude was yoked, looked sharp, solid wrestler, deaf good on the mic, deaf a misstep. Yeah. Has anyone seen the video when the boogeyman scaring Bobby Lashley? I feel like I have, but I'd have to rewatch. Nakamura can't talk, so next. Nakamura was able to be massively over in NXT. And yes, he can talk. I feel like of a lot of the Japanese wrestlers, granted, they're doing much better now, but I feel like he was fairly good. And it worked with him though, with his kind of like quirky personality, his cadence and the way that he spoke, it made sense. Like you knew what he was trying to say, and it worked with him. Kind of like the spooky, yeah, but say he wants to, he's talking like, Cody Rhodes, like it worked. And I think, yeah, and just his most recent, like before he went to Japan most recently, the promos he was cutting in his native tongue, such a weird thing to say, native tongue, that were, oh God, I'm getting rated as I'm in mid-thought. Oh, let me finish my thought. It's gone. I lost it. Hi guys, how are we doing? Hello. I don't have any sounds on or anything. How'd you guys like NXT? Was everything good? Was everything kosher? Was everything wonderful? My name's Weezy Blonde. If you don't know who I am Con's friend. I do the same thing. I am a WWE content creator, pro wrestling content creator, and streamer. And I'm here every Monday and Friday. And normally, oh shit, there's 2 at once. Oh no, and I'm in here like talking about things. Would you like to place your opinions in the chat? We're talking about what were we talking about? I'm gonna give shout outs. I gotta give shout outs here. Triple Threat Pod. Hi guys. Triple Threat Pod are great for AEW discussions. We're kind of talking about some of that here and there. Conman167, Condance, Con Model. We were talking about Nakamura. We were talking about failed main roster call-ups. And just my feelings about the ones that upset me. You know, ones that really, really hurt my feelings. Like Bobby Roode. Like Bobby Roode hurt my feelings. Shinsuke Nakamura hurt my feelings. There were so many that just hurt my fucking feelings. And they were such a product of the time. They were such a product of just the man. Of that man. It hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. Jinder Mahal. I liked Jinder, and I feel like he had so much more potential, and I hate that he was released because I feel like he could have done more. It could have been better, but that was such a goofy time. Like had they brought Jinder back at any other time than when they did, because that was right when The Rock was coming back and they were starting to cook for the WrestleMania storyline. That was terrible fucking timing. Like bring Jinder back now. I feel like we could work with that. Matt Riddle. I love Matt Riddle. I really loved RK Bro. I got to see RK Bro live in Grand Rapids, adored them, and then Randy got hurt. He was very nice to me when I met him. But he had a good feud with Seth. It's just where, with Riddle thinking of like, okay, main title picture, thinking of how that would work and where. Eventually they could have done Orton and him. That would have been good. Ziggler. If there's ever like the demons are escaping my body. If there's ever ones that can upset you, that is one. That's one that absolutely should upset you. Yes. Cause look at what he's doing right now. Look at what he's doing right now. And it's just, why did we wait? Why? And now he is the TNA World Champion. I get to go to, I'm giving a shout out now to Triple Threat. It should have been enough time now. Shout out. I am going to be at Bound for Glory. I'm very excited about it. I have a ticket. I have a 3rd row ticket that I'd be willing to sell for what I paid for it. If anyone, it's a solo ticket, but I'm now sitting general admission because my husband wants to go. But I have a 3rd row ticket to Bound for Glory. If there's anybody out there that's going to be in the Detroit area and would like to go. 3rd row. Facing camera. So. They should have had Samoa Joe beat Lesnar. He felt on the level with Lesnar for that short time. They had a good... Joe and Lesnar, I feel, had similar personalities in the way that they could interact with each other. It was funny to watch. And it could have been better. Keith Lee and Kofi Kingston, longer title reign. I love Keith Lee. That's another one that broke my heart. That's another one that broke my heart. Keith Lee. Keith fucking Lee. That broke my heart. First time Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross broke my heart for a long time. It's getting better. I feel like we're finally getting somewhere. Totally one badass beating the somewhat inevitable beast makes sense. Hurts that will never get Brock or Gunther. Miss Keith Lee, but he has to figure out a way to stay healthy. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Keith Lee failure is both on Vince's and himself. I think I'm not blaming that on anybody. It just breaks my heart. Because I really enjoyed Keith Lee. I was really hot on Keith Lee. The Revival. Whoa. That's one I haven't heard in a hot minute. The Revival. I can't even think of their names. I literally have to look it up. What the fuck were their names? I really liked them. Load. Oh, I'm thinking of something else. My dumbass. It's been that long that I didn't even fucking remember that was their tag team name. Holy shit. That's crazy. I know FTR now as FTR. What was I thinking in, what was I getting it confused with? Shit, that's gonna drive me nuts. Wow, their name was The Revival. That's wild. Who am I thinking of? Oh, that's going to drive me nuts. Face paint. A little more. One of you are going to know. One of you are going to know and you're going to say it before I can think of it. I know you know. I'm counting on you. Because I don't even know what to look up. Because I don't remember their names. Oh, it's going to make me so mad. The Ascension! Thank you. Yes. Yes, thank you. It was The Ascension. I like them. Thank you. Oh my god. You guys are good. Hold up. Wait a minute. What are y'all talking about? Honestly, all kinds of stuff. I'm just jabberjaw tonight. We were talking about like failed and just main roster call-ups that didn't hit the way that we think they should have, or things that happened that kind of like broke our hearts, you know? Or people that deserved better, that could have done better. Oh, Adam Cole. Yeah, duh. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. I feel like Adam Cole could be doing... Well, he's still out, isn't he? Isn't he still hurt? I don't pay attention to contract shit because I don't care. But they were talking about him not coming back. I don't know if that's a thing or not. I have no idea if that's a thing or not. One of the Ascension guys is at TNA now. I love that. I really need to brush up on TNA. I catch it so sporadically. That's the bad thing, is that TNA and AEW are both on... The Ascension was not ass. Fuck you. TNA and AEW are both on the days that I work 10 hours. So I work 10 to 8. And by the time I get home... And that's if I don't run over. Lately, I've been getting home at 9:30. So, yeah. I have a hard time keeping up with those two. Unfortunately. Because I really like TNA. AEW is hit or miss for me a lot of the weeks. Athena Ember Moon. She rated me one time. She's wonderful. Sanity. And that was another one. It was like, what the fuck were you... Like, what was the thought process of that? That was crazy. The way that they split them up and then move one person here, move all of them up except you. Like that. Athena can't even get onto AEW TV, which is BS because she's been the Ring of Honor Women's Champion for like a year and a half. I think, to be fair, correct me if I'm wrong, because I keep up with what's happening on AEW literally through the internet and other people's clips. I feel like the women's division has a lot of shit going on. I don't know how much they're showcased, but storyline-wise, I feel like they've got a lot of webs weaved between each other that introducing another one might not be the best thing, because then where with who? You don't just want to be throwing somebody on the show for the sake of having them on there if you don't have anything for them and you don't have like a viable story to include them with. Athena recently became the longest reigning champ in ROH history, male or female. Ruby Riott, Ruby Soho. I love Ruby. Ruby's a local to my area. Sweetheart. I honestly was devastated when she was released from WWE because she was so good. And I feel like People knew she was good. Honestly, the three of them, the Riot Squad, I really enjoyed the Riot Squad. Like, a lot. Ruby is about to become a mom, yes. I do believe that if AEW's pay-per-views got to max streaming, that AEW will get more viewers instead of having to buy a pay-per-view for $50 a month. I would watch every single one of their pay-per-views if I did not have to pay the $50. If it was part of a streaming service, their pay-per-views are so good. I don't even keep up with weekly television of AEW, and I love every single pay-per-view that they put on. They're so fucking good. Like, across the board. And I think that's the cool thing about them, though, too, is that a lot of the time you can get a quick recap of the story. You don't need to really know the long game to still enjoy it. But I enjoy every pay-per-view that they put on. I forget the last one I watched, because, yeah, paying the $50 is a bummer for me when I don't watch regularly, you know? Is AEW watch-along going to happen soon? Unfortunately, probably not. Gigi Dolan fan forever, because I still am going to be working 10 to 8 on Wednesdays and 10 to 8 on Thursdays. And I don't want to oversaturate my content. I think on certain platforms, I would love to talk more about what's happening in different places. And there's also, I don't want to talk about something that I have no business talking about for the sake of creating content, or for the sake of proving a point, or for the sake of people thinking that I am a well-rounded wrestling creator, because I honestly don't fucking care what other people think. There's a reason that I do things the way that I do, and there's a reason that I cover the things that I cover. So, you know, the unfortunate thing is that I think I'd be really good for, I honestly think I'd be really good for the AEW community. But it's just something that I just can't. It's just something that I just can't do. Every once in a while, if there's something I really want to see, I will. I can see myself covering it, but not doing a watch-along. Like making videos and opinion pieces, but not doing watch-alongs. So no 4-day subathons while you're hooked up to an IV of Red Bull? No. God, can you imagine me trying to... There's someone on YouTube that asked, how does anyone keep up with all of the wrestling going on? Beats me. I applaud people that can, because that's a lot. It's a lot to keep up with everything that's happening and knowing what's going on. Because there's a lot to be keeping up with, for sure. We were talking about how... So tomorrow's the... You don't LOL. Fuck you mean, T-Mac. We talk about... AEW isn't for everyone, which is okay. Correct. It's not. There's a lot of things that aren't for everyone. There's a lot of different genres, flavors of pro wrestling that are not everything. If you've not met me before, if you're a first-time viewer, I'm not a big deathmatch girly. I'm not a big deathmatch girly. Never have been. Never have been. Every once in a while, just out of morbid curiosity, I will watch them, but like I'm not even considering this deathmatch, but even anything that Swerve and Hangman have done, I'm like, I don't know. It's a little much for me, dog. It's a little. I heard someone answer that exact question by saying it's easier if you remember that there's no wrestling on Wednesdays. I don't know what that. Am I dumb? I don't know what that means. The Dean Ambrose send off on the Raw after WrestleMania 35 was a waste of my time. I appreciate your honesty. All the weekly, plus that one got me. Plus all the indies across the world. There's something going on every day somewhere. You just can't watch it all or suffer total burnout. There's a very small, and that's the crazy thing. It really is a small section of the internet. It's a very small section of the internet that tends to get the most attention because people give it the attention. So they'll say stupid shit. And what happens is when they say this stupid shit, for some reason, people feel the need to give it attention and it boosts it. And so that's what you see. And then it creates this entire dynamic of people interacting with this bum ass fucking take that's probably not even real, but it's someone that just wanted attention. And so you need to stop fucking doing that. Quit doing that. Knock it off. Give honest, critical takes. You don't have to yell. You don't have to be insufferable. But you can explain why you like something, why you don't like something. Hi, Get the Tables. How you doing? Evening to you, Weezy Blonde. How about that Goff touchdown catch? I fucking died. That's my QB, Jared Goff. And I've given him a really hard time the last 3 weeks. I've given him a really hard time, but in week 4, let's go. But it's so hard, it triggers me. They sent Gene Ambrose off like 5 times. Oh, Christ. I know. That was a really weird time. That was so fucking weird. I was invested. I won't lie. This was before I got involved with, like, conversing with people on the internet about wrestling. I was invested. I listened to that Talk is Jericho pod the minute that it released. The minute that motherfucker went to Jericho, I was like, I'm listening to this shit. Like, I was ready. I wanted the tea. I was so here for it. Y2J with their learning tree gimmick will never top his list of Jericho gimmick. So, how many people are in here? I really like the learning tree gimmick. It's okay. You make fun of me. You can call me E-Fed drone. I don't care. You can do it. You don't have taste. It's fine. I get it. I like it. I think it's goofy. And I think it makes me happier that it pisses people off, because I think that's the entire point. So I like it. Don't get you started on Lars Sullivan. Oh, I forgot about that one. You would have preferred Ethan to retain, but if it leads to an Ethan Punk program later down the line, I'm all for it. That's literally right before we got the rated, and we were talking about that too. We're trying to figure out, okay, when? Because, yeah, Seth is back, but are we going to get Seth and Bronson? And then at some point we're going to get Punk and Seth? And then in the meantime, what's Punk going to do? Will Punk be with Ethan now while Seth is taking care of Bronson? Kind of in the meantime thing? That just hit my head. I wasn't thinking that earlier. Thoughts on tribalism? Like, why does it even exist? I get liking a promotion, but acting like you work there is crazy. I don't want to be a dick. But in my opinion, tribalism stems from people that are uncomfortable on their own. And they have to feel like they belong to something in order to have any sense of fulfillment in their life. And so what they do is they attach to any kind of tribe that they can. Whether that be politics, whether that be genres of TV shows, wrestling, people that they like, genres of music, cults. This is literally how cults happen. People that don't belong somewhere, that feel like they need to belong somewhere, and then that's what they do. With wrestling, a lot of the time, this is awful. I think because there's a lack of understanding of how to socialize with other people. Truthfully, I'm not even fucking around. I think it's just a lot of people that don't have a lot of social interaction with various people in the world. Dead ass. They just, because if you talk to anyone that works in the business or that is a fan of professional wrestling in general, that has been out there and has gone to different shows and actually really enjoys the art of it and enjoys the sport, you will never hear them talk shitty in that weird fucking way that you know what I'm talking about any promotion, because it's silly. Because it's fucking silly. There are people that are sitting in the back at AEW watching WWE programming and PLEs on Saturdays, and there are people in the back of WWE that are watching people's matches on AEW and any other promotion that you can think of. They are rooting for each other. They are fans of each other. If one of them is winning, the rest of them are winning. There is a level of healthy competition in anything. And I can kind of relate, because that same thing applies to being a content creator, I would say. I am friends with a lot of other content creators. Some of you rated in from those people. And while I have a healthy level of competition with anyone that does what I do, because that's how I am as a person, I always want to be better. I want to strive to be better. I want to do something better than somebody else does it. but I want everybody to win, because if somebody else is winning and doing better than me, that means that there's room for me to grow. That means that there's still a space for all of us to exist. And that's what I mean by just not having any experience with the world in general. If you feel like you can only be loyal to one company and like one thing and not be able to have healthy conversations about things that you like or dislike. I have people that come in this chat all the time and correct me or give me their takes on a situation that's happening storyline wise, and they'll change my mind. Like, they'll be like, oh, didn't see that mindset. You're kind of right. If you're the kind of person that can't change your mind with new information at all that is proven, there's something wrong with you. And I think that's stands just the way of the world at the moment. Wheezy turned into Undertaker at the Hall of Fame. Holy shit. Give me my microphone, give me my taped on microphone to my cheek. Give me my hat, give me a servant. Kevin, come here. I am ready to preach. Let's go. I can do it. No. But no, yeah, if one person, welcome to my TED Talk, literally. If one person's eating, everybody's eating. For the most part. And not that everyone's eating, but if multiple people are eating, that means that there is a place for you to sit at the table and eat as well. You might not be there, but the opportunity to get there can be. And the thing is, though, too, that not everybody can. That is one thing that I feel like is a problem with the internet in general, is that people think that just because there is a space at the table means that you're going to be able to sit at the table. And that's not always the case. You have to know when to swerve your strategy. You have to know when to stop trying to sit at that table and go sit at another table. It might be in a completely different field. It might be a completely different thing. It might be something that you didn't even think you wanted to do or was on your radar in the first time. But at some point, you're going to have to fucking eat. So I could go on for days. I am Taker at the Hall of Fame. These portions of the stream are so inspirational. Thanks. I just have a lot of thoughts. And I don't get to share them with a lot of people. So I live in my own head by myself a lot. I listen to people talk at me all day long. So I am the table. Weezy, I love you and acknowledge you as my blonde chief. Thank you. Shit, AEW should be having one too. Be having what? Oh, like literally WWE should be doing Wrestlers Court with Triple H or William Regal as judge. Well, we don't know nothing about that. That's not our business. That's the thing too. You gotta know. I think that's probably one other thing that bothers me about like the internet wrestling community too, is they don't know like what's their business and what's not their business. Because I think a lot of us have the impression that we're in and like we're not in. We're not sitting at their right back to the table conversation. We're not sitting at the wrestler's table. We're not. Anyone that works online, whether you're a journalist, a content creator, media, anything like that, unless you are in the ring doing the damn thing, you're not sitting at their table. So you don't get to use a lot of the terms that they use. You don't get to critique a lot of the things that they do. And if more people understood that, they'd probably get respected by wrestlers a lot more, but they don't. Because they talk to them like they're stupid, and they talk to them as if they've walked the walk and talked the talk. The only people that have the right to do those kinds of things, in my opinion, are people that have walked the walk and talked the talk. So, and Vince Russo still thinks he's at the table, and I don't even, that's a hard one. People, please stop saying botch. That makes me uncomfortable. The word botch makes me uncomfortable. The word botch makes me uncomfortable when somebody thinks that they can use it to a professional wrestler. And people do it. I think I just heard CVV do it. But the thing with CVV is he's not doing it in a way to be a fucking asshole. He's having a conversation. There are people that are on the internet. There's an entire YouTube page dedicated to Botchamania. Matthew Rocks, I understand what that is, but you're not listening to what I'm saying, which is fine. Uncle Donk, thank you for the $5 super chat. More competition benefits talent. It increases their bargaining power. It increases just value in general. Value in general. but it is competition. And title fans are probably my least favorite in the IWC. How many people? I always check to see how many people in here. Let me give you. We're preaching here. We're preaching here. It is very hard when you're a fan of something to not get overly excited when you're interacting with people, but at the end of the day, you need to remember that you're interacting with another human being. So respect goes a long way. Respect goes a long way. It is much better for you to have interaction with somebody that you idolize in a positive manner than it is for you to be talking mad shit about them on the internet and then having them interact with you that way. Like because people will switch up their tune so fucking quick when they get called out. They'll be critiquing what somebody does in the ring when they've never done it a day in their fucking life. Someone said, I disagree. They take our money. They can take our criticism. They criticize us. That is a good point. I'm trying to think of what my immediate thoughts are on that. So this person is saying because they perform and they take our money, they can take our criticism because they criticize us. They have a right to criticize us, to be fair. And I don't necessarily think that they criticize us because anytime that they do, it's more of the respect thing. You shouldn't be fucking waiting for people at the airport. You shouldn't be bringing 50 million things to have autographed at the fucking airport. You know, like there is a way. It does sound like a Karen take. But you are not the writer of the show. And just because you're paying to see the show doesn't mean that you get to decide the outcome. It's just like going to a movie. It's just like reading a book. It's just like going to the theater. You don't get to decide what it is. And there's just a different way that wrestling fans critique things versus any other kind of medium. Any other kind of medium. And not only that, but this professional, depending on what you're critiquing, right? I get if you want to overly critique like a storyline, if something doesn't make sense to you, or if they're not referencing something, or they fucked up remembering something that happened in the past and it doesn't line up with how a story is supposed to end up. Train of thought gone. Medication's totally worn off. Fuck. What was my train of thought? Shit. No, come back to me, please. Oh my God. For the love of God. I swear to God, don't do this to me live on stream. Oh my God. No. Criticism. Critiquing. Live theater. Where was I going with that? Oh my God. Shit. Welcome to my life. I swear to God. It's terrible. Oh, if you're paying money to see something live, wrestling is such a different medium because it's not just the storyline so I did all that about storyline. Okay. As if you're watching a movie and you don't like the way that it ends. Okay. The physicality is the problem. The physicality is the thing that I have a problem with. That's what I have a problem with. When we start going in the direction, so you agree. Outside the show, I agree. I love wrestling. It's all for fun. When we get into technicalities and moves and botches, and shit like that, it just shouldn't happen. Unless you are a trainer or somebody that has experience in that or has done it. You're watching people put their shoot lives on the line. You watch people get seriously hurt. It's not fun and games. It's them really doing something that they love. And I forget who, I've seen this take a couple times from different wrestlers, and it's always been super interesting to me that they will say, I wish I could remember the couple that have said this. They'll say that they don't do what they do for necessarily for the fans when they start. You know, you're doing something for you. You're doing, especially how a lot of wrestlers start out. You start out because you love it and it's fun and it's a thing that you're doing for yourself. And then it rolls into, oh, well, now I'm doing this and other people are watching this thing that I'm doing that I like. And then it kind of turns into this fan base. The one interesting thing about that is now we have people, and it's been like this for years, but now we have people that we're bringing in that are athletes that didn't start wrestling because they love it. They started wrestling because they got recruited and they found out they could have a career in it, and they happened to be very good at it. You know, like the Izzy Dames of the world. Izzy Dame is actually very good at which, and I use her as an example just because she's from my area and I know of her, and she was a volleyball player. She was an athlete. Had no intention of ever being a professional wrestler. I don't know that she ever watched it in her entire life, and became a wrestler because she got recruited in Nashville. So yeah, all the athletes, absolutely. Any athlete that was recruited in general, you know, and even the people on Tough Enough, you know, even them, a lot of them love wrestling. There's some that knew nothing about it at all. So we have a lot of different people in the, you know, in the space now. Look at someone, for example, Anthony Ogogo, former Olympic boxer, retired from that, doesn't do a bad job in the ring. Right, and that's the thing, it's not a bad thing. Those are the people Fatal Influence hate, exactly. And look, they ran with it. Like, they made a whole faction. They made a whole faction talking about it. I think that's brilliant, honestly. I think people need to accept that someone doesn't have to be a lifelong fan or someone who has wanted to do it their whole life to come in and be good at it and love doing it. For sure. Absolutely. I'm good at doing hair. I don't love it anymore. I fell out of love with it. I think you'll see that. I just saw a couple tweets not too long ago from someone that's a professional wrestler. Not someone that is on TV or anything, but someone that's been doing it for over 10 years. And she literally said, I'm doing this to pay my bills at this point. I don't love it anymore. And that is how I feel about my job. I don't love my job anymore. I picked my job when I was 19. I'm very good at it. I think I'm very smart at it. And I could make a lot more money if I wanted to work more. But it's killing my body and it's killing my mental health dealing with having people in my chair 10 hours a day and having them trauma dump on me, because we are not therapists, but the world has made people believe that it's okay to do that. Miz was basically the Miz on The Real World. Yeah, he just turned it up 20 degrees. You're disappointed at Julia versus Perez earlier. I expected more, so it's fine to critique that. Yeah. Yeah, because you're not being an insufferable piece of shit. Because you're not being an insufferable piece of shit. You're just saying I'm disappointed at Julia versus Perez earlier. I expected more. Yeah, you're not sitting here being like, that fucking stuff does ridiculous. And I don't even have to put words in there. You know what I mean? You don't have to think everything is sunshine and roses. That's the line that I think gets blurry, as people will be like, oh, you have to be positive all the time. No, you don't. No, you don't. There can be things that you don't like. What did we talk about yesterday? I currently don't give two fucks about Gunther and Sami Zayn. I could give two shits about that right now. But it's going to happen. And I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to give it a chance. And it's probably going to be a good match. And I'm going to hope it's done. But, you know, I'm not being disrespectful to either of them. They're both amazing performers. They have paid their dues. Sami Zayn has been around forever. He's so entertaining. He is very, very good at what he does. And the same goes for Gunther. The fact that Gunther has been able to climb to the levels that he is right now, I want to see him as champion much longer. I want to see him have a lot more feuds. I want to see him have a lot more different feuds. I think he can hold on to that title or lose it and gain it back multiple times over the next couple of years. People complain when wrestlers come and immediately win a title and say it is predictable. And when they do the opposite, they complain as well. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of people that can't be happy. Not that you have to be happy, but... No work tomorrow. What time is it there? No, I work tomorrow. 10:43. I don't sleep, if you didn't know. People complain when wrestlers... Oh, I already read that. Some people just want to watch the world burn. I like to watch the world burn. I like to watch the world burn. I do. We shooting without judgment. I'll try. I love LA Knight, but I don't really care about his in-ring work. I don't either. And you know what? That's okay. Because I think that it's not your in-ring work isn't everything. It's really not. It's a whole package, and some people are stronger at different areas than others. And for me, the recent drama between content creators turns me off, and I've unsubscribed to a certain channel. Nah, you can't do that. You got name drop. No, we're being honest here. I need to know who the fuck that is. Who's being dramatic? Are you on Wrestle Talk? You gotta get out of there. I'm gonna make a whole... I'm gonna make a whole YouTube video about Wrestle Talk because that has been. I left that shit a long time ago. But no, you need to name drop. I want to know. Let's be messy. Who has drama? Who the fuck has drama right now? Come on. Tell me. I'm the least dramatic of all of them. You guys know this. I don't feud with anybody. Tell me. You said Wheezy? I'm Wheezy. I know it wasn't me. If I called Santi short, it's just because I think it's funny. I don't actually hate him. Come on now. It's not real. Haluva Beans best barista. Sammy say. Say it. Tell me. LA Knight's in-ring style isn't flashy, but his charisma and his gimmick keeps me engaged. Stone Cold Steve Austin. There's a lot of people that were like that. There was a lot of people that were like that. You don't snitch, sorry. Bitch, you better tell me right now, Uncle Donk. You better tell me right now. I think you're lying. If you're talking about JD, I'm gonna laugh. Please don't let it be JD, because it's like, of course there's drama there. I love JD. I have respect for JD. But if that's who it is, I'm gonna laugh, because it's like, oh yeah, no one's gonna be surprised by that. I would tell him that to his face. I'm not afraid of him. I'd be like, buddy, come on now. Oh, goodness. Outside of wrestling, what shows do you watch? Oh, God. Tulsa King is the only thing right now. Oh, and House of the Dragon. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't have time. And I don't really enjoy watching TV, to be honest with you. I don't have the attention span for it. I don't know if anyone in here has ADHD. You're one of two touched again. You stop watching a movie halfway through because something happens that you can't stand, or you binge watch an entire series and then you never watch the new season. Those are the options. I do like Tulsa King. You watched season 2 did just drop. I need to watch I didn't watch the newest episode this week, but I've seen the first 2. I watched them on the plane to TwitchCon and back. Trick is slowly improving, but he needs a new finisher. I like his finisher. The trick shot. JD McDonough is really like Dolph Ziggler, especially with selling minus the accolades. I want JD to have a singles run. I really do. As much shit as I'll give JD's actually really fucking good. And I think with the I just think that with the dynamic that he has with the crowd, I think it would go over really well. Like, I would love to see JD have a singles run. That's why I'm hoping for the like implosion of the Judgment Day finally. Like, I think that needs to happen. Everyone can disperse. Punk just gave Chicago free pizza. That's so Punk. It wasn't ice cream bars, but it's pizza. I'll take it. You have trouble watching anything without tabbing out to other stuff? Oh my god, it's me. I never finish anything. Nothing. JD McDonough is the Temu Dolph Ziggler. Hey, even being a Temu version of Dolph Ziggler is a compliment. You need to watch Tulsa King. The Penguin is a great gangster show. You need to watch Tulsa King. Tulsa King's good. I'll be honest, I disagree with some of your takes, but I respect your content, so you deserve the respect. If you agree with everybody in the world, you're doing something wrong. The problem that we have in society now is that we don't know how to disagree with people, and we don't know how to live with that. You know, that's a big problem, because how boring would it be if we all had the same like, of course we're not going to all like the same things. Of course we're not going to have the same preferences, especially when it's something as silly as talking about wrestling. You know, God forbid that two different things can't be true. It's just, ADHD can be treated and curable only if you take it early enough. I don't know what that means, but I don't know what that means. I treat it to the best of my ability. Mine got worse when I got older. We see the fact that you have opened up on your ADHD with the wrestling world is literally moving. Since I have ADHD and autistic, tells you that wrestling can be for anyone. Well, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of people in the wrestling community that have autism. There's a lot of people in the wrestling community that have ADHD. There's a lot of people in general that have ADHD. And it's a difficult thing to learn. It's a difficult thing to learn how to juggle, especially when I was diagnosed as an adult and it got worse as an adult. And so kind of unpacking that and learning about it has been interesting. It's been interesting. It's been interesting. It's been a ride. It's been a wild fucking ride, I'll tell you that. Ooh, who's on? Allison's on. Allison's on. GPTV is on. Elite Sports Cars Majestic. Can you guys not be weird if I send you to Allison? I mean, you're probably going to be weird anyway. She's not doing a replay thing, is she? Or is it actually her? How long has she been on? Yeah, I'll send you to Allison. About to wake up feeling inspired after this session? I'm glad I could help, if at all. Go say hello to Allison. She's a Detroit girly. She's doing stuff and things. She's a wrestler. She's amazing. She's a sweetheart. Be nice to her. Be nice.